scares the monsters looking in the dark. Gore and more team ready to embark.
What's going on, Gorehounds, or should I say aloha, and welcome to the Gore and More podcast. I'm your not so mean fluff message Big Johnny D, bringing the shit show in. However, as you know, I'll bring the shit show along. For with me, as always, are my beach brothers. Started off all the way down from the Chattahoochee. That Chad Daddy himself, but we like to call him that Dark Lord of Knowledge, Mr. Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
Can I say I was editing last week's episode and I made myself laugh, literally, because when I was listening, I forgot I said Dork Lord last night. And I sat here laughing for way too long than I probably should have been.
The Dork Lord. You know, my wife would probably agree with you.
Fair enough. I mean, we all are, so that's fair.
That's why we have the show.
That's right. We have the Dean of the Deceased, the host with the Ghost Lord Scuba Cabra, Mr. Steve Vasquez.
Hello, my name is Juan Castillo.
Ooh. And from the Fuzzy planet, we have that Bologna Amone, the killing machine, that long dong silver, Mr. Bobby Amone.
Pink crustaceans and good vibrations. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Hell yeah. It is a good afternoon. What is today? Today is the 2nd of June. God damn, we're getting right into summer here now. And as you could tell by our festive vibes, we are talking Club Dread today, which is a scuba pick, and I cannot wait to talk about it, as I'm sure the other boys is as well. However, we need to talk about what we did or did not do in this past weekend. So, Scuba, you've had a long day, but how you feeling, buddy? You up to it?
Let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your Slice of Life.
Hell,
very nice.
Yeah. Oh my God. What's up, Tim? How are you?
Hello, Tim and Gene.
Gene, how are you, good sir? Happy
Two of my
Monday.
good friends that live nearby, by the way.
I hope you got those sea shanties and wet panties. You know, they're just doing wonderful out there today.
Yes. I wish I got to watch this a second fucking
That
time.
message goes out.
I was
Yeah.
watching this at work and I was laughing my ass off in an empty house. Thank God.
Oh my God, Pete Ward is in the house. What's up, Pete? How you
Wow.
doing, buddy? Much love, much love. Chad Daddy, how was your weekend, buddy?
I wasn't too bad, you know. Really didn't do a whole hell of a lot. The kids spent a few days at the in-laws, so for one night, it was just me and the wife, and then Saturday morning, my mother-in-law calls Steph to ask her if she could go get Harper because at 11:30 at night the night before, Harper was crying because she wanted to go home. Steph said, "Why didn't you just call me then? We would have come and got her." So Harper just doesn't like staying at other people's houses. She never
Fair.
has. Yeah, I got no problem with it.
Some
So
people-
we went and we picked up Harper. We had Burger King that night. What else did we do? Played a good bit of Phasmophobia and a good bit of RoboCop over the weekend.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I almost got the RoboCop beat. Like I'll probably have that finished within a day or two. And Sunday, the kids had a awards banquet for bowling, and they all did pretty good. Harper's team finished first in their
Okay.
division, so Harper got a
Awesome.
trophy for that.
Nice.
Cameron, he was like second for one thing, and then he had the highest average of all the boys in his age, so he got 2 trophies, and Chloe got 2 trophies also, I think, for the same things that Cameron got.
Nice.
Yeah, so they all got all did pretty well in their divisions, so I'm pretty proud of them.
As
Hell
you
yeah.
should be.
Actually, I'm very proud of them. I gotta find somewhere to place their trophies. I think I might take my Gremlins shelf down in the living room and put them up on there.
There you go.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah. So aside from that, what did we do last night, Scoobs?
we played some Phasmophobia
With
Big Johnny motherfucking D. hopped
yeah,
on.
Who? What?
Heck, Love Casting Supreme, baby.
Hell yeah.
it was funny
Yeah,
because we could tell you were a little bit rusty because we're going through everything, and you're like, wait, what do I need to do here?
But
Dude, it's been a minute, man.
It has
but I
been a
think what
minute.
it is too is that the rest of us play literally
Weekly.
almost every night.
I say religiously.
Yeah, and we play religiously, so we have we know our patterns and we know what equipment we're gonna take. So we're just like boom, 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 and off we go. And of course you're the one that got us back into the game.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've been MIA for a while, so we just
Well, listen, to be fair,
To be fair.
there's a bunch of people that play in there, and it's a 4-player game.
yeah.
So,
yeah.
Oh,
when
we
I
also
see
played the
everybody
team
already
tournament.
lined up, I don't want to try to be like, oh, sneak attack, take that spot. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
you
I don't know.
take that damn spot.
That is never a sneak attack. That is a welcome.
Listen, I'm just saying we need a 5-player game. So until Halo drops on fucking PS5, and when it does, I expect you all to fucking download that shit. Yeah, we need we need
We do have a 5-player game that we could all play. I don't know about
If-
Brody, but
I was gonna say, if I will buy Brody Ghostbusters if
yeah,
you want
I'll
to
pitch
play,
in for
dude.
that too. So
like I said, my son
$20
has it on
bucks.
Switch.
Ooh.
My son has it on Switch, and he's been wanting people to play with. I
Fuck
think,
yeah, dude.
I think he would love to play with us.
With
It's been a
what?
minute
What-
since I
you
played it.
cut out. I didn't hear what you said.
Ghostbusters. Bobby.
Ghostbusters,
Oh.
Spirits Unleashed.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, hell yeah. Any day, please. It's been a
I
minute.
really
since
wish there was
that
some
one.
like sweet island music on this, but there's music, but I don't know if it's island music. There's nature sounds. What do you
Island music.
It might be
porn
too
music,
distracting.
Very peaceful.
I'll just put a little bit. All right. Anyway, keep going.
That's what brought us out, though.
Yeah, that's not as fun. I need yeah, I don't know.
You need like jungle
I-
noise. You need to hear like monkeys and shit.
Dude, wait a minute. No. We're not talking about the movie yet. I was gonna say, wasn't there a fucking elephant sound at one point somewhere? I swear the fuck there was, dude.
But there was
All right, thank you,
no
Scoops,
elephant.
for
We'll get there.
yeah, for sure. Anyways,
But yeah,
Phasmophobia.
that was. And me and Scoobs decided to be brave, and we tried nightmare mode last night because we thought we were all ready for it. We were not.
We were not ready. we
we were not. He says
we play unprofessional, and it's getting kind of like to the point where we walk in, and it's like we got this, and it's just so easy. So I'm like, you know what? Let's kick it up a notch and play some nightmare mode. And yeah, we weren't ready.
Mm-mm.
No, we weren't ready.
wait,
But
why is
that-
there what the fuck is this? What the hell is this?
What the
That was
fuck
from
is
last
that?
week. That was from last week when Chad showed us the
The pocket pussy.
the pocket.
Oh
pussy.
yeah,
Oh,
okay.
shit.
That's
Because
right.
you were like, why is it double sided? And then I put that across the bottom of the screen. Docking commence.
I just assumed it was for easy cleanup, dude. You know what I mean? Like just
Sync.
Anyway, that was my
Apply that
weekend.
motherfucker.
Scoobs, I'll have to let you go into a little more detail as to how some of our Thunderdome went this weekend. Which, by the way, I'm up to 4 wins now, and Bobby won one.
Bobby
I got
finally
one.
won. Bobby finally won one. Even so that we have the rule that you have to make it out of the house and into the truck. We still gave him the win.
We were trying our damnedest to point you to go out the fucking door. Like Scoobs literally lined up all these things and almost like an arrow pointing at the door. I'm sitting there throwing.
I'm
a
too
cup
busy
down
hiding
the
from the
kitchen.
fucking ghost. I'm not going.
But it wasn't
any
even
fucking
hunting.
where.
Well, sometimes that happens.
Yes.
All right.
So yeah, Scoobs, your time.
So let's see what I do this weekend. I did not do anything. I my mom's down. We kind of hung out a little bit, went to go eat dinner. Hung out with her, saw my grandma for a little bit, played the hell out of Phasmophobia, played some Helldivers, re-downloaded Ghostbusters last night and played a little bit of Ghostbusters and realized that I am rusty as fuck at that game. I played on normal,
That was
trying to,
the Helldivers, bro.
dude, I played on normal trying to catch a ghost and the ghost just completely kicked my ass. Like there was no, I gotta get back in the swing of it. But I hadn't downloaded my Epic game installer or whatever on the new computer. So I downloaded it last night and realized that my character was gone. Character was completely gone. The custom character that I created was gone. So I had to go and remake him again. Luckily, my level was still the same. I'm only level 71, but luckily the levels were still there. It was just the character creation was gone. So I played a few games of that before I went to bed just to see, because I know we had talked about it briefly about playing it because it is a 5-person game. What else did I do? Oh, so yeah, so Phasmophobia over the weekend, and I feel like our slice of life is becoming our Phasmophobia weekly
Charlie.
breakdown. There's Charlie. Hi, Charlie.
Hi,
Thank you, baby.
Charlie.
Thank you. And so we're playing Phasmophobia, and we created this mode called Phasmodome, which is just Thunderdome, and it's a free for all. Okay, we put all the cursed objects. We were having incense, but I had the bright idea. Let's not even take incense in.
He did, yeah.
Let's
Let's
just
soak it to the next level.
let's take it to the next level. Let's go in. You can take a damn sanity med. Brody calls it a speed stick. You can take a speed stick, and that's it. That's all you get now, because then that just ups the level, because everybody just hides in the fucking closet all the time. We get our objects, we go to the closet, we start using them. So I started getting sneaky with this shit, because of course the whole point of this is to win, right? And I'm gonna do whatever it takes to take
son of a
Brody
bitch.
out.
You
To
sick
take
motherfucker.
Brody out.
He
Yeah,
cares more
Brody,
about
yeah.
beating Brody.
Okay, but here's the thing. Brody and fucking Bobby have the same skin. They wear the same character. The only difference is Brody, because he's prestiged, has a patch and another little line on his sleeve. I'm not paying attention to that. I don't know who's who. All I see is a fucking blue shirted ass. That's who I'm going after. So I get the music box and I turn that bitch on and I throw it and I haul ass and I get Bobby killed thinking it was Brody. So I felt bad for that. Okay. What I don't feel bad about is my next tactic. Because everybody hides in the damn lockers or the closets, right? So I'm like, I wonder if I can juke the ghost when it's walking down the hall by opening the door as the ghost is coming down the hall, because they're hiding in the closet or the locker. And instead of the ghost coming after me, it's going to go after them. Well, guess what? It works.
Yeah, you fucker.
It works.
Yeah, you fuck
so
wad.
damn good. So Chad Daddy, it's down to Chad Daddy and I, right? It's just the two of us. Actually, no, it's me, Chad Daddy, and Brody, because Brody's in the damn basement hiding in the locker with his fucking monkey paw.
Brody was he's whenever
Brody
every
cheats.
time after we every time
Brody
after we
fucking
use
cheats.
the item, the
Yeah,
hunt
he
ends.
does.
We always do, sound off to see who's still alive, and Brody will not answer.
Not even that. He'll
He'll
hide
also be outside the
goddamn house,
fucking
too.
door, and you
He'll
think
be
it's
outside
me.
the
And I'm
fucking
like,
house using the shit.
it's not me.
But anyways, so I'm trying to get Chad Daddy killed. It's not working. Well, then finally the ghost starts hunting. Chad Daddy runs from the closet into the room across. So I get the bright idea that as the ghost is turning the corner, I'm going to slam the shit out of the door, hit my speed stick, and then run into the damn other room and hide in that closet. And it worked so beautifully. All I hear is, "Oh, you motherfucker, god damn it." Chad Daddy's dead. So then I go down to the basement. I'm like, "Hey, Brody." He's like, "Oh, Chad died." Yep, Chad's dead. So the ghost is hunting. We have no more objects left. The summoning circle was left. I went and lit that shit, hid in the closet or hid in the locker. Nothing. Neither of us were still alive. And I'm like, "Okay, Brody, we can't just hide in here. Like, we have to go out and be proactive in trying to, run away from the ghost." He didn't want to do it. So I noticed that the ghost was hunting and it was coming down the stairs, and I could hear it coming down the stairs. So on one occasion when this occurred, I heard the ghost hit the footsteps. I was outside of the locker. I swung Brody's locker open and I ran and hid in mine, and he did not get the door closed. Actually, he did get the door closed before the ghost came. But if you let go of the trigger, you hear the clink of the locker closing. I realized that when you run in, if you hold the trigger and just hold the door closed, it doesn't clink. So the ghost won't open the door. So
That's good thinking.
I ran in, I held mine closed without letting it go. It killed Brody. And I got, for the first time since I've known this man, an angry cunt yelled at me. "Oh, you motherfucking cunt. Fuck you." And then when we go back to the truck, I realized that Brody is no longer in the game. So then
You
we
rage
leave,
quit.
and I am dying. I am laughing so hard that I'm crying. My stomach fucking hurts. I have like the highest pitched girly laugh going on because it's just the fucking most hysterical thing to me. And so we messaged Brody in the chat, and he's like, "Oh, my game crashed." His game didn't crash. There's no way the fucking
No, it
game
did
crashed.
not.
He total rage quit. Total fucking rage quit. So the next game, Chad Daddy rage quit because I guess Brody or somebody. did something to Chad to piss him off. And so I'm just like, you guys got to stop getting mad. The whole point is to kill each other.
I was in the middle of using the
point of
mirror. I
fucking
couldn't.
game.
I wasn't using the damn mirror. Damn it.
And that was our weekend, being called a fucking cunt, a motherfucking cunt, with the most anger I've ever heard come out of Brody. And it
So
was just
funny.
the funniest fucking thing. And so that's why I put in the chat, I have now been called a cunt both ways, in a lovable way and in a fucking hatred-filled way. So I am now officially Australian. I have been knighted Australian by Brody. And today I was at the zoo and I saw 2 kangaroos fucking. So that is the final piece of my Australian.
I was gonna say, I feel like that's really the last piece of the puzzle.
That was the last piece of the puzzle, mate. So
Yeah,
here I am. I'm officially Texan Australian.
makes sense.
Now we just need some Fosters.
Does that mean I could buy you a couple of poisonous spiders and send them to you so you feel like you live in
Oh,
Australia?
fuck you, you cunt.
I will get them.
Ah, you fucking cunt.
Ah, you fucking cunt. All right, but that's it. That was my weekend and our weekend, part of our weekend. Bobby, come on.
Yeah, the Friday night that was definitely my Friday night with my boys playing Phasmophobia and cursing each other out at any point we could. Saturday was another chill day. The missus came up, I should say, and we went and my aunt and uncle were married 45 years, so their kids threw them a 45th anniversary surprise party. So we went there with my mom and my brother and his wife and my niece and Rebecca and I and their whole family. And we just hung out and ate. Saturday night, we were at one of my best friend's house, and she made us dinner. And then more people came over, and we just chilled out and watched The Mummy Returns, which I haven't watched in a hot minute.
Ooh.
So it was nice to sit down and revisit that. That was a fun movie. Still is a fun movie. I love it. And then came
Even
home.
with the
Yes,
terrible
CGI
rock
inside.
CGI at the end.
that is the
aside.
only part of the
Yeah,
movie
yeah,
where
no,
I'm
no,
like,
no,
yeah,
sure.
no,
And it's still like, I love it, even in that scene, but it's still just like, God.
You know what the
ugh.
weird part is, though, is I watched that scene. I'm like, he looks more like a fucking lobster than a goddamn scorpion. But
Mhm.
I digress.
I've seen better
Mhm.
CGI in VeggieTales, bro. Like, it's fucking,
Dude, even when it came out, that CGI looked just too
It was
rough.
horrible. Yeah.
God,
But they made up for it in the Scorpion King movie.
you know, I've never seen that.
It's good.
I never seen that either.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
fuck
came
yeah.
out how many
it made
years
me wanna
after
be
that?
Arcadian.
How many years
And
after that
sword
did it
and
come
fucking-
out?
A couple years after. Wasn't
Yeah,
it wasn't too long
wasn't
after.
yeah.
No. And then Sunday, so we had a wedding party to go to. Her brother and now his wife, they got married a couple months ago. So they had a wedding party yesterday. So we had that going on. We were drinking mojitos all day. It was fun. And we were tired as
Mojito.
fuck when we got home. That's for sure. But
Nice.
it was a fun weekend with family and friends, with my honey bunny and everybody. And today at work, I was multitasking. I had my priorities straight today. I was watching the movie while I was working. So was I
Hell
really
yeah.
working? Not really. We were in a house where no one was home, so I blasted up. And all you hear probably in every hallway is just me laughing at everything that was said in this fucking movie. And
Did you
so
go
that's-
around to your workmates and start touching their upper lip? Right about there.
No, I did not. Not yet. That's probably going to start tomorrow because today was just getting introduced to this. The shit was so great. But no, and that was my day. That was my weekend with my honey and friends and family. But keeping it short and sweet for me, John.
I didn't do shit. So
There you go.
no, it was a cold, fucking dreary weekend. So it was kind of just lay low. I beat Terminator, the main campaign. I beat the fucking DLC. The DLC was awesome. And did you play that, Scoops?
I started it.
The Annihilation line?
Yes, I started it. That's with the when he's a little kid, right?
Who?
And it goes back and forth.
No. It just starts as a kid, and then that's it. And then it just to like show you some like prequel, like, hey, here's some shit
Oh
you
yes,
didn't
yes,
know
yes.
before.
Okay, yes. Okay,
What?
so I got to the part where they're in the car driving to the location that they're going to, but I didn't get farther than that.
So it's pretty long. Like it's a solid.
That's what she said.
That's what
Ha!
I said.
Bazinga
That's what
to
she
Bobby.
No, not
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe
Words
not.
I've never heard.
But no, so it's it's almost a whole fucking game in itself, which is awesome. You get to play, excuse me, you get to play along Kyle Reese, which is fucking dope. And by the end of it, it leads into a part of the movie. And the whole time I was just Pikachu face, like, like I knew, like you could tell exactly where I'm like, is this where it's gonna go? And it goes there. And I was so happy. And I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Like that had a waste, like almost, even though it was just a midsection inserted into the main game, I felt like it was a better ending than the main game.
Oh shit, nice. I'm gonna have to beat that then.
Yes. And then I'm gonna have to ask you boys. I don't know what to go next. RoboCop or Doom? Like, do I stay 80s robot franchise or do I switch it up to?
It's a nice segue into RoboCop.
I went from RoboCop to Terminator.
Oh, you okay? You went the other way,
and it was awesome. It's awesome, and it's gonna make you want to watch. And that's what made me want to watch Terminator. After I beat the game, I went through all the damn Terminators. After I beat RoboCop, I went through all the damn RoboCops and even started watching the damn TV shows again.
Dude, I geeked out. So in RoboCop, you know, when it's close to the end and you're at that Arms Expo,
mm-hmm.
and the dude tells you, you know, stand up there on the podium and you're like right next to RoboCop 2. I had to take a screenshot of RoboCop 2.
Nice. Oh yeah, dude. Doom does look fantastic. I Scotch.
It does.
I
have time to dedicate this right now because I need to beat another game. I can't keep adding to the pile of not finished. I have to. So
Damien was playing it yesterday. I was watching him play for a little bit. I'm like, what are you playing? He's like, Doom. I was like, well, bitch, you bought it? He's like, it's free.
It's on Game Pass, baby.
He's like, it's on Game Pass. I'm like, ooh, baby. I'm trying.
You know what I can't? Hey, you know what else I can't wait till we get on Xbox? Steam. So that way I can play Helldivers right on my fucking TV.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Even though I got a PS5 and I can play a Helldivers on my TV upstairs.
I'll eventually get the Terminator Resistance and RoboCop Rogue City games eventually.
Just keep looking for the sales, dude.
Yeah.
Just
by the way,
for the sales.
Scoops, thanks for the suggestion of getting Phasmophobia on VR for Steph so she can play. I think that's a really good idea.
Yes.
Oh, you have VR?
That'll be cool.
Oh, I would fucking.
Because she sits there and watches us play. So I'm like, dude, you should get her to hop on in VR.
Just don't smack into the wall.
What's great,
I would want to play it in VR.
Them.
I'd be like, no, you play on the normal. I want to play.
You know what's great though in VR? Because we found this out when Ben played with us. Because Ben played it on VR, right? Because he's like, oh, the controllers just hurts my hand. I'm gonna play it in VR, and I'm like, all right, cool. So the whole time we're playing, his character is just crouched down, walking, and I'm like, why is this fucking character? I was like, Ben, stand up. He's like, what? I say, why is your character? I was like, are you fucking sitting down? He's like, yeah. I'm like, you fucking lazy fuck. You're playing in VR. Stand up. Jesus Christ.
I'm not going to lie. I would probably be in a full swivel chair as I am right now in a big middle of the room playing any VR game. I'm not going to lie, dude. I would.
Same.
Hey, that's how I beat the Vader game. The fucking Vader Immortal, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah,
I was sitting down the whole time.
But no, so other than that, man, chill fucking weekend. Lots of fucking gaming. And watch this movie as well, dude. My rabbit hole right now with the wife, Fast and Furious. We're on we just finished 5. We're gonna start part 6 today. I have not seen past part 6, so everything else after this one will be new to me.
Oh, it gets a little crazy.
I didn't realize there's another one coming out next year. X part 2, right? Yeah.
I haven't seen the last one.
It's funny to watch them in order to see like where it started, right?
It's funny to watch them in order because they're not in order.
No, that shit pisses me off. Like, fuck. You should have just made some bullshit of like, yeah, Han was able to escape the thing, and then just kept it in like lineage of that. Because you're like, oh no, this is way past this point, and I'm like,
you have like,
but then why are they all driving fucking 2003 vehicles, dude? Like, what the fuck,
dude?
Like,
it's so much fun because you sit there and you watch it, and like, oh, these are kind of more modern and take place before Tokyo Drift, and then you look at Tokyo Drift, and they're recording the fucking race at the end on flip phones,
right? Which is complete bullshit. Anyways, but I did watch this fucking fantastic movie. To which to allow myself to say, I hate myself for sitting on this movie for as long as I fucking have.
I said the same thing.
So first and foremost, let me say thank you,
yeah.
Scubas,
Yeah.
for having us watch this movie.
Yes.
This is a new one that I already want to watch it again just to have the wife watch it.
Not just thank, but how dare you? How
Why-
dare
what
you
do you
think
mean?
we would? How dare you
Yes.
think we would not?
Yeah,
love
how dare
this?
you
Look,
not
man,
think we wouldn't like
I
it?
knew Bobby would enjoy it. I knew fucking John would love it. You are always my wild card.
No, Brody's the wild card on horror comedy, dude.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
But
Brody.
Chad is touch and go sometimes too.
You're right, Chad.
And so
Ride
I just
the line
I didn't
sometimes.
know how Chad was gonna, take it.
I'm not big on the parodies, like scary.
Yeah, that's fair.
movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Horror
that's fair.
comedy. You give me like Shaun of the Dead,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, it works perfect.
And so
This was worth every minute of time that it has.
well, I have so this was not my first time watching this, obviously, but I'm glad that I got everybody enjoyed it. It's, even Brody, which was another.
I can't wait to watch his review.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
while we're doing all this, if you want to take the plot rundown, sir. it
Yes,
is your
sir.
pick, so.
All right. So released February 27th, 2004. Broken Lizard is surrounded by limber, wanton women on a booze-soaked island resort owned by Coconut Pete. A rock star has been. Charlie is yelling at me. But
Yes,
the
she is.
non-stop party takes a turn for the weird when dead bodies start turning up. Everyone begins to look suspicious. Could it be Sam of the Fun Police Brigade, who is quick on the trigger with his tequila-loaded super soaker? Jenny, the oversexed fitness instructor? Juan, the flamboyant diving instructor with a secret third world past? Putman, the bratty British tennis coach / fanatic? Dave, the ecstasy-crazed adopted nephew of Coconut Pete? Or the burly masseur, Lars, blessed with a creepy touch that he can render anyone into instant jello? Can the inhabitants of Pleasure Island unite, solve the mystery, and restore happy hour to this tropical... what the hell word is
What
that?
the hell is that?
Bacchanal? Bacchanal.
Bacchanal? I have never
Bacchanal.
heard of that.
Directed by Jay Chandrasekhar, Super Troopers,
Wow.
The Dukes of Hazzard. Written by Broken Lizard, Beer Fest, The Slammin' Salmon, and Super Troopers 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, but we knew that.
Richard Perello, Super Troopers, Beer Fest, starring Bobby. Give us those names.
Brittany Daniel. Joe Dirt. White Chicks as Jenny.
What was her name in Joe
Kevin.
Dirt? I'm brain farting.
She was like his main
Oh,
girlfriend.
Brandy.
Brandy.
Yeah, she's
Because
in the-
dude, I swear to God, I was like, was it Jenny in that too? I'm like, was I fucking losing it? Like,
Yeah.
It's Brandy.
No, it was good.
close.
Brandy. Good old Brandy. Kevin Heffernan. Sky High. The Dukes of Hazzard as Lars Bronkhorst. Eric Stolhakensee. Yeah, that's close enough. Super Troopers Beer Fest as Sam. Steve Lemmy. Yeah, that's close enough. Super Troopers, The Dukes of Hazzard as Juan Castillo. Jay. God, I can't pronounce it like he did.
Chandrasekhar.
Chandrasekhar. There you go. Yeah, let's go. The Slammin' Salmon. Where the fucking now I want to just watch that based on the title. The Baby Makers as Putman Livingston. Paul Soder, whatever. Super Troopers Beer Fest as Dave DJ Drugs, Connibal. Bill Paxton, come on, it's fucking Bill Paxton here. Coconut Pete Wabash. MC Gainey, The Mighty Ducks, Con Air as Hank. Lindsay Price, Purple People Eater, No Turning Back as You. Julio Becor, Sea of Dreams, Almost 30 as Carlos. Dan Montgomery Jr., Red Dirt, The Last Man as Rolo. Elena Lyons, Devil's Prey, The Young and the Restless as Stacy. Tanya Reichert, I know you're laughing, I probably still pronounced it wrong. Scary Movie, Relic Hunter as Kelly, whatever. Jordan Ladd, Cabin Fever, Death Proof as Penelope.
Penelope.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell I got this job. Body count total of 13. Chad.
He even typed it out, Penelope.
Yeah, you sure did. Penelope.
Oh Music by Nathan Barr, Cabin Fever,
I
Salem's Lot.
didn't pass English. Okay.
Cinematography by Lawrence Sher, Godzilla, King of the Monsters, Joker. Edited by Ryan Folsey, Cabin Fever, Renfield. Effects and makeup by Laurencio Cordero, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, Resident Evil Extinction. Distributed by Fox Searchlight Pictures. Runtime of 103 minutes, unless you saw the unrated cut, which is 118 minutes. I did not see that. Rated R, unless you see the unrated cut. Budget of $8.5 million. It only grossed 7.6 million.
Yeah,
I blame myself.
Not a hit.
It was a flop. It was a flop when it came out. And I will say that when this movie did come out, I did watch it and I fucking loved it. So as soon as it came to VHS, I bought that bitch on VHS. And I had that bitch on VHS for the longest time. I think the first time I saw it was at a buddy's house when it came out. I don't remember how he got a copy of it or what, but when I got it on VHS, I watched that shit all the damn time. And it was actually one of my favorite horror comedy flicks at the time, you know? And it's one that I always had on repeat. And I'm just glad, like I said, that you guys enjoyed it. And since I've already seen it, I'm not going to talk first. I want you guys to talk about the film. So
All right.
let's go with you, John.
All right. So I love Super Troopers. That being said, watching this entire movie, I'm calling them by their Super Trooper names.
Yes.
So Farva, Rabbit, all
Okay.
that good shit. Right.
I was like really lagging for some reason. I had to refresh.
Oh, you're good, man. So let me say that first and foremost. That being said, I was already chuckling right off the bat as soon as this movie started. Not only with this ridiculous dude and these two ladies in the fucking thing with the nipple licking and all that good shit.
Yeah, that got it going right
Like,
away.
That shit was fucking hilarious. But as soon as the boat lands and we see Farva, and I'm gonna call him Farva.
It's hard not to.
I
can't
can't
separate 'em.
not.
You can't.
It's either that or
Fair.
landfill. Pick one or the two.
It's like trying to call Sean William Scott. That's no, it's
Instead
fucking
of
Stifler.
No, it's Stifler,
He's
bro.
Stifler.
It's always going to be Stifler. The dude just typecast. That's unfortunate, but whatever. Anyways, as soon as this dude gets off the boat, I'm already laughing at the wig. I'm dying. I was cleaning while I was watching this dude, and I stopped because I was like, I had to pause it because I was like, what the? So then I showed the wife, and then and then the next terrible fucking wig. What's his name with the fucking dreads? It's just like,
Oh,
my
God.
dude.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that was
Putnam.
Thorny.
that was the
Thorny.
worst wig I've ever seen. It was
So,
so
like,
funny.
If the beginning of and it had a decent little like slasher opening for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it had a little bit of the funny in there, but this is where like it solidifies if it's going to work for you or not. If you can totally get on board with these shitty ass wigs and everything, that is the vibe of the rest of this movie, and it's fucking awesome, dude. Bill Paxton,
we had three
no
shitty
idea.
wigs.
Yeah, we did. No idea Bill Paxton was even in this fucking movie.
Not until you
talking about before
You heard his voice. You're like,
yeah, but it
Yeah.
wasn't even still instinctively like as soon as you had to hear it, like him say a couple, like at least one thing. It paused. You were like, "Huh? Is that?"
yeah.
He said one more line. You're like, "Holy fuck, that's Bill Paxton, dude!"
Yeah, because your first scene when you first meet him, he's singing.
and he's
And
got a hat,
sunglasses
and the
on, and
wig on.
everything.
So you're like, he kind of looks like Bill Paxton, but like
if
it's
as-
that voice.
when I started going through the cast, not to cut you off real quick, I saw someone's face and I'm like, no, that looks like the guy on stage. And then I saw Bill Paxton. I'm like, yo, that guy looked just like Bill Paxton at first. Like I thought it was someone else.
No, this is and then just the absolute ridiculous antics of this movie, man. Like I don't even know where to start. It's as fucked up as it is. I kind of want to start right at the end because it's like the way they kill the killer
Dude.
is the most
Oh, it's so
absolutely
great.
obnoxious and ridiculous. an absolutely truthful fucking 80s bullshit way
Yes.
that a one-off fucking serial killer camp movie fucking happened. Like, yeah, we're gonna kill him with twine and a bow. What? Okay.
And
Yeah,
it works.
not your typical either, but it's just
But
the
the-
way they go about it.
But the fact that like they give us the Friday the 13th of him with his fucking stump body jumping up and trying to choke her out, bro.
And this
And it
was,
was just like,
a legit whodunit. I had no fucking clue who.
No!
it
Yeah,
was.
I had not a clue, not a fucking
I
clue.
100% was the same way, bro. I was like, I'm really intrigued on who is
the motive he first gave for doing it. I laughed so fucking hard.
You need to give me
And
my
then
weed.
he's
back,
like, wait,
bro.
no.
He
That
told me he
wasn't
had no weed, and he did have weed.
That
That was
motherfucker
my
did have
weed.
I was gonna hope he had a shitty reason like that for every person he killed, and then it did just turn into like the one other reason. Like I was just hoping it was gonna be like just bullshit lame ass crap like that. But oh, dude, this movie hit a spot where it's like I haven't watched a good comedy in a minute, and
Yeah.
like I said, man, I want to watch it again, like right now. Dude. Like
Same,
that.
and this makes me want to watch Slam and Salmon.
I mean, yeah, I
Which
haven't
I've
seen that one.
I've never
no
seen
idea
that.
anything about it.
See, and Slam and Salmon that's the only Broken Lizard movie that I do not like.
Okay.
I've watched it multiple times. I've given it a chance, and it just doesn't have that oomph that all of the. I even think Slam and Salmon is worse than Super Troopers 2. And Super Troopers 2
is not.
It's not that good.
Dude.
It's not that good.
No.
It's just they reused the same jokes and just put them in a
They
different.
waited too
situation.
long.
Yeah,
They waited too long on that.
Yeah.
one.
but Slam and Salmon, I don't know, man. It just doesn't hit. It doesn't hit. It's got some
Beer
funny
Fest
stuff
is
in it,
great, dude.
but it's just not.
Yo, we never got fucking Weed Fest, man. That's all I'm saying. But the world's so different now. I
Well-
don't even think that would work.
But I mean, do we really want Weed Fest after they gave us Super Troopers 2?
No, not anymore.
You know what I
wanted
mean?
it
Like-
right after Beer Fest.
Yeah.
Like a year or two after, fine, absolutely. Like in the relative state. Now, no. Dude, weed movies don't work now, man.
Mm-mm.
No.
The whole legalization process killed weed movies. And I'm not saying it's like legalization's a bad thing, you know. It's just, there's going to be some hits. Like you're never
It's
going to get
not
a half
really.
baked again, dude.
No.
Right?
No.
That concoction will never happen in a million.
Well, there's a
fucking-
Half Baked 2. I don't know if it's
There
released
is?
yet. They were working on a Half Baked 2, and the only person in it from the original was
Brian.
Kenny.
I was about to say, don't say Jim Brewer.
I think Kenny.
Harlan
was-
Williams was the only original.
I think
cast
Harlan.
member.
Yeah, and it has to do
He
with
was
like.
barely even in the first one, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
it's but it was. I don't know if it came out already and it was just that bad, or if I read
is it
about
a
it.
Joe Dirt 2 situation,
Yes,
dude, where it's just
very
so
much so.
awful, like you
Yes.
forget about it.
Yep.
Joe Dirt 2 was fuck. I turned that shit right off.
I
was
watched that whole
Once
movie.
they
And I'm like,
once they threw in
why?
time travel, I was like, Jesus Christ.
like, yeah,
It was horrible.
that's when you're reaching right there. Plus, it was like put on Crackle. I was like, who? What the fuck? Fuck this.
So
shit, dude.
Yeah,
the
where did that
sequel
come
is
from
called
at the time?
Half Baked, Totally High. It's
No.
got the the
No.
chick, Mary Jane's in it. From the first one, and it says
But Dave Chappelle's not in it.
Dave Chappelle is not in it. It says
I
three
don't wanna-
stoners try to sell a strain of magical weed in Los Angeles with high hopes of raising money for their friend's funeral. However, they soon find themselves in immense trouble when their business venture angers a ruthless drug lord. Yeah, Harlan Williams is the only original.
That's dumb.
Frankie Muniz is in it.
No,
Really?
I don't
Yeah.
know. Anyways, this movie was fantastic. And once
Yes.
again, I'm sad
Yes,
I've wasted
100%.
20 years not watching this movie because as for horror horror comedies, this one might be more comedy horror. I would say, right?
I think it's
this is
actually
more
like
of
a perfect blend.
it's a
actually.
solid
It is a very good
blend,
blend.
but I feel like the comedy's first in this movie more so than the horror.
Well, I
I-
mean,
but-
that's understandable considering
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Broken Lizard.
No, absolutely. But right, and this is not a complaint. It's just me trying to like figure out where I would categorize this, I guess. But no, this movie, man, like first of all, it's a very with the times movie.
Mhm.
It's a very sex fueled movie. So probably not want to
Oh,
watch
yeah.
this with the kids.
No.
Well, Euro Trip was on when I typed it in. It was this, and then Euro Trip, and I'm like, it's telling me something here.
When you see the opening scene of this movie, that is the tone for the
Yeah.
sexcapades for the rest of
Yes.
this fucking
It's
movie.
literally a guy trying to have a threesome with 2 girls.
And did you
I heard
notice?
you were eating watermelon earlier.
Did
Yes.
you notice that the blonde, were they both blonde? I don't know.
No,
one of
one
them
was
was the
brunette.
redhead. The redhead
One-
was Penelope, or yeah. Penelope,
one of
whatever.
them. One of the girls was the German lady from Super Troopers. The blonde
Oh
chick.
shit! Really?
Wait, which blonde one?
At the beginning of the movie, the ones that went topless, that was the chick from Super Troopers.
The mustache
The-
ride?
Yes.
Ah,
Hey, fun. Hey, fun.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, I got you.
So it had a lot of people from, of course, as they always do. They cast, people from their previous films and stuff. So I had never noticed though that she was in there until this watch. Like I just never paid that close attention to the faces because I was looking
okay.
at the boobs. But yeah,
I gotta say though, man, I'm still thinking what Chad said. This movie was possibly one of the better whodunit slasher movies
Yes.
that I have ever fucking seen. Because the whole time I had no fucking clue who this was gonna be, man.
The only person who I thought was the guy who we found his head on the record player at the end. Just how he was acting.
Dave,
Dave,
the DJ.
yeah.
Was the only one. I'm like,
Yeah, but he's on
only
drugs. He's an obvious red hair.
I know, but I'm like, that's what I mean. I'm like, you're the only indicator. And then I saw his head. I'm like, well, now I really didn't.
I
have a fucking
loved
clue.
the scenes of him trying to tag into a threesome.
Oh my god, it was great.
So he did it there, and he did it with the
Juan.
the watermelon. Or
What
no.
about the
Yeah.
what about the two dudes that were clearly gay for each other
Yes!
the entire fucking movie?
Yes,
Yes.
thank you. Because let's talk about that, man. Because that right there is some pure 2000s dude bro shit.
Yes.
Man, I haven't. There was always motherfuckers like that too. They would just say the dumbest ass shit. It's like, dude, you guys don't even talk to anybody else besides yourselves. Like, what the fuck?
And then you see them banging at the end.
Yep.
Did you catch that when the
Yes.
And the crazy,
Yes.
yeah. Which that moment alone, I'm not gonna lie, actually kind of shocked me.
How
Not
funny was
expecting
that?
them to run
You
into all of that.
You see
was
everybody
great.
running in terror after they show all the dead bodies. And then the next scene after they break the fucking jacuzzi and they come out and it's just a full-blown fucking
orgy going on?
Yeah.
And
It's
Juan-
it's not even just an orgy though, dude.
It's
like
everything.
It's like full on chaos, man. It's not
Who broke the
even.
jacuzzi?
I was to say that Lars asked the right question. Hey, who broke the jacuzzi?
But did you guys see the feather?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
And like I said, the only reason I know that was watching behind the scenes of Super Troopers on the DVD when they were talking about using a feather in the next film, and they did. I was like, fuck yeah, that's great.
Dude, I don't know, man. The lines in this movie, there were some fucking hilarious lines. There was some stupid fucking
Oh
shit.
shit! What was the one?
What was Farva's actual name? Lars.
Lars?
So
Yeah.
like, just with like
Lars.
his character alone, like this, it almost reminded me of some like, I don't know, fucking Mel Brooks kind of shit almost, dude. You know what I mean? Where it's like,
Yeah.
it's not slapsticky per se, but it's so fucking close to slapstick. It's
It's
like,
The
right
one-
on the line.
The one line
Yeah.
that made me laugh so hard was right after fucking Hank died. And Juan comes in and is trying to tell them that Hank and you were killed. And he comes in, Coconut Pete, you and Hank are dead.
Are you saying I'm the next one?
You
You trying to fucking
You
say
threatening me?
something?
You threatening me? I was laughing so fucking hard.
Or Bill Paxton.
You-
I don't even know what the song's
But
about.
that's-
I didn't
that's
even know
that
what I was
old
doing
classic
the
joke.
album.
That's that old classic joke. Who's on first? Yeah.
That
Yep.
was so- you and Hank are dead. I was
I
laughing my ass off.
and
Like I had to write that down so I wouldn't forget it. I was laughing.
I'm very thankful for the actual like Jimmy Buffett joke drop.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
yeah.
I was waiting
Yes.
so fucking long
Hey,
for that, dude.
Margaritaville. I think you
And I
mean Pina
love my
Colada
Jimmy
Bird.
Buffett. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that's right, Pina Colada Bird,
No.
dude.
Margaritaville.
I wrote that 3 years before.
3 years before that fucking.
But we also
Like, I'm so glad they like not the name, obviously, just that one song, and you're just like, yep. Because that's exactly why I explained my wife. I was just like, yeah, he's playing like a Jimmy Buffett ripoff or some shit. Dude.
Oh god, when they were playing the record, and they're
Oh
like,
my
"Okay,
God.
let's see if the next line's the next clue," and it's just la la la. And then he's like, "What's
If
it
we play
mean?
it backwards.
Hold up, what if we play it backwards? La 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 la."
Let's also not forget these album names. I said one when we started: sea shanties and wet panties. Come
I
on,
love
like
that.
where? I would love to be in the fly on the wall when they're writing this movie. All right, he's like, what are we gonna give the albums gonna call it? Sea shanties and wet panties.
I'm just
Why hasn't anybody made a song, let alone an album name by it?
But you know what?
It
I
is Bill
appreciate?
Paxton, Joe Day. You are correct.
Yes.
I appreciate
Yes!
I appreciate the bodyguard, the old bodyguard guy
Oh,
that was
he was-
hooking Coconut Pete up with that cute girl with the short hair. When she
Oh,
was like, "Oh, I saw
yeah.
Coconut Pete," blah blah blah, and then he walks
14th
up and he's like,
throwback, yeah.
14 I never forget a face. And
And
I'm
when
like,
he said
"Oh, you
15th
dirty dog, you dirty
He's like,
dog."
15th, 14th. Oh yeah, that's right.
That's a true wingman right there.
Damn right it is.
Which, like, I understand this is a comedy and all, right? But at the same time, you almost gotta wonder, dude. Like, resorts like this, man, those
They
people
exist.
working there. I'm just saying, those people working there, they might be having a really good time, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, let's
Well,
just,
freaking-
I feel like there's a lot of like added bonuses to that job.
Well, I mean, Brittany Daniel was fucking everybody apparently.
Yeah. You told me
Let's
condoms
also-
were against your religion. I was like, Jenny, you fucked Juan too? Ew.
let's not forget that
Well,
Juan
no, what's
didn't
his name
wanna-
was
did
like,
not
wait,
want to
you-
be with that girl. Later on, comes to the closet. I may need a couple more hours to figure out if it's her, guys. I
Oh
don't know.
God.
Oh,
Dude,
God, that's so funny.
Wait. You're a gymnast? You're a gymnast?
Hey,
I like her lead up to her like red herring exposure, and then it's just like, oh nope, not at all.
I thought that was going to be too easy. I didn't think it was going to be her.
she's the way she looks. I'm gonna wrap you up with my tentacles. I'm like, yo, that woman is. God
She
damn,
reminded me a
that's
lot of
kill
the redhead from Wedding
Yep.
Crashers.
That's what I thought too, dude.
Yeah,
I was just
God,
like,
This was way before Wedding Crashers, so but
was it?
Was it?
God, I gotta rewatch
yeah,
that.
Wedding Crashers. This came out in what, 03?
This was
04.
04?
Wedding
Yeah, I
Crashers
think he's
wasn't
right.
much after that.
Wedding Crashers might have been 5 or 6.
It
I
came
think
out
it was
05.
5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
05.
Let's say next year. Whatever, man. Sexed up, crazy redhead.
Yeah,
It's not.
Fucking, it is what it is.
That's the thing. So, yeah, man, I don't know. I cannot say anything bad about this movie. Like, it knows what it is. It knows it's dumb, and it is dumb. There is
It
definitely
is.
some
It's-
stupid fucking shit.
It is, but it is your
But
most cliche dumbness, and that's what makes it funny because it's
Yes.
executed.
Right, it's
perfect
done the
well.
right way,
Yes.
though. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like, you could tell. And you know what? Maybe I wouldn't have appreciated this 20 years ago as I would now.
Yeah,
I think I
Watching
would've.
as many horror
think I
movies
would've.
as we have. Maybe you would have, dude. I'm just saying. I'm not like, yes, I was into horror and I watched a lot, but in comparison to like now, you know what I mean? Where it's like,
I
you
definitely appreciate it more now, older than I probably would have younger.
Hey, did this come out before or after Shaun of the Dead?
This was
Shaun of the Dead would have been
after.
2003, right?
Was it?
2002.
I thought that was
see.
2005.
No.
04. Shaun of the Dead was 04.
Oh, same year.
So Shaun of the Dead would have been a few months before this. Because this dropped in December, right?
Oh,
Yeah, this dropped
February.
in February.
February.
Oh, February.
Hmm. Yeah,
Shaun of the Dead
February's-
dropped in
so Shaun-
March.
Oh, so
in
there-
March in London, and then here in April in the U.S. Or I'm
shit.
sorry. It did not come to the U.S. until September.
Ooh,
Okay.
And a summer movie. Okay, perfect going into Halloween season. Makes
Does
sense.
anybody here remember what the secret ingredient is in Bill Paxton's coconut?
Coconut.
the freaking shot of him flipping out from afar after him having that conversation with them was even funnier.
And you know what? You know what? I
You
And
felt
his
that
little in the
rage?
fucking kitchen.
I feel because of the way that they reacted, because if you're watching the other two actors, they kind of jump like they weren't expecting it. Now, if they were
Yeah.
acting, great fucking job. But I would like to think that that was not in the fucking script and he just
Yeah.
flew off the handle on purpose to add more to that fucking scene.
I could see Bill Paxton ad-libbing that.
Which-
You know what I mean? Like,
that
I
would
feel
make
like he
sense,
ad-libbed
too.
that scene because of their react. Because you can see, like, they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they're like,
I'd think that'd be nice. No, man, this
This
you
was
know,
fun.
and
This was
the kills
fun.
are solid too. We
Yeah.
haven't even really talked about the kills,
Yes.
man. Right? Like we just done talking about how funny the movie is and shit.
Even the jump scares were I don't say for me because I didn't jump, but I always gauge the jump scares off of Mel's reaction
ooh, okay, good.
because there's times where she doesn't jump. She's like, "Oh, I saw that coming. It didn't." But then there's other times where she watches shit and she's like, "What the fuck?" She had that reaction to this movie, and I'm laughing because it's not even that scary. But the jump scares when they occur get you. I mean, they got her. They caught her by surprise, you know. But I don't know, man. This for me is one of those underappreciated gems that I feel everybody needs to watch. And whether you like it or not, you should still watch it because it may surprise you.
I think this is one of the ones where it probably might sit better down the road. Like, yeah,
Yes.
I had a rot, you know what I mean? I had a shit start, but
Yeah.
like, man, I don't know, dude. Like,
This
I'm definitely gonna add this into a rotation. Like,
This
I
would-
can't say it now.
this would be a good movie to throw into a Halloween horror movie marathon. You know, you watch something really serious, scary, and then you watch this to kind of try and lighten the mood. Then you
See-
flip it and go real hardcore.
But
again.
see, but you don't even get that at the beginning though, because at the beginning, yes, it's kind of goofy, but it still gives that like weird 80s vibe of the way every fucking horror movie started back then. You know,
Yeah.
so at that point, you're like, okay, well, yeah,
Yeah,
the dialogue's kind of weird, and there's kind of weird, you know, stuff's going on with what they're saying, and it's kind of funny, but it's still kind of like, okay, what's going? Is this a slasher? And then boom, you see fucking Farva in a fucking shitty wig, and you're like, what the fuck is going on here?
I'd be watching this with like watching fucking Meatballs or something in the summertime. That's for sure.
See, I'm thinking like, honestly, this is a projector in the pool kind of a movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yes.
it's not. I don't
you watch.
You
this
just
and,
drink.
like,
You
Jaws.
drink. You just keep
3.
drinking.
because like
Jaws 3.
because it's. I love Jaws 3, man. I don't give a shit. That's
Dude,
one of
I bought
That-
the fucking
that is such a
4K
corny,
of it
funny
last
movie. It's
year.
good.
fuck 4K of a toy shark not moving.
4K steelbook even.
Is
I still
does it
have
come
to
with
get
3D
those.
glasses?
No.
Damn it!
It
No,
has
they didn't.
it is 3D, but it's the fucking like you have to have the 3D TV for it.
Ah,
Yeah.
Hey, I
does it
got
even
one.
exist anymore?
I'm
You can
surprised.
buy them cheap if you want to.
Yeah, I used to have
I-
one, and it was actually pretty cool.
I did order. I have a copy of it on DVD and just like the red and blue 3D.
Yeah.
I got it from some website that was in Canada that's been shut down years ago, but it's really cool.
Solid.
But again, I can't
oh,
really
sorry.
I can't really see things in 3D anyway. So
Oh yeah. But going on with this movie, man, this I would even throw this in a good mixture of like dumb summer camp movies.
Yes,
Right?
absolutely.
It's
Yeah.
not specific. Yes,
well, like Bob
it's not
said
a-
with meatballs.
well, yeah. I was thinking more of like sleepaway camp. Like I would do this, probably sleepaway camp, maybe beforehand. Then what's another like?
You know what I
maybe
would
The
throw it
burning?
in?
The bird. Yeah. See. Yeah. Right. Like that's
Didn't-
perfect.
Wasn't one of the I Know What You Did Last Summer's on an island or some shit?
The second one.
The second one. So I would throw that on with
Rastafari
this.
and Jack Black.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I was actually surprised they didn't give Farva dreads, but they gave Ramathorn dreads instead, so
Yeah.
it makes up for it.
And he was British with dreads.
Car Ramrod. Say Car Ramrod.
And I love, okay, so here's what I love because we're so used to these guys in Super Troopers, right? That's where everybody
100%.
knows these dudes from. And so they're dynamic in Super Troopers. Thorny's the leader, You know, he's the lead of
Yeah,
the
that
movie,
just
and
threw
so
me the
they
fuck
just
off,
fucking
dude.
They
switch
shit on him in
everything.
this.
And you know, and Farva was the one getting shit on
Right,
the
like, Farva's
entire
the
fucking other
awesome one,
movie,
dude.
And
and
he's
he's
the
the awesome
coolest
one in
one.
this one, dude. He gets the girl. He fucking
gets
Yeah.
all
beats
the
bad
girls,
guy. Yeah,
dude.
he gets all the girls. Like,
With that
Dude.
touch.
He even gets the bad guy.
yeah,
He gets him with that.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's gonna be a few minutes. It's gonna be messy. Like,
Didn't he say
But
something about
go.
orgasm?
yeah.
that's
He's
what
gonna
he's,
be,
yeah, he was
he's
making.
gonna
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
organizing him
Like,
for a few minutes. It's gonna get messy.
That's what I thought.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he even got the killer, bro. Like, it was just fun.
I love when he touched the guy and he pissed himself.
Oh,
That-
after he made
I'm
the
not
other
gonna-
girl pass out, like, yeah.
Yeah, it was like,
If
sign
that-
our asses, sign our asses.
If you could actually
Bro.
get that, I would love to
What
learn
up,
that. I'd be like,
Ron?
Say,
you know something?
if I, hey, what's up, Ron?
Hey,
If I
Ron.
had that superpower, I would be so bad with that, dude.
Oh, I'd be horrible.
Oh my god, because I would just do it to people in like crowded public thing where you wouldn't even see like me possibly like coming in for the
I
like.
would be misusing that.
like,
And John's superhero name would be the Predator.
No,
No, I'd be using it at work when I'm having a bad day and someone's just getting on my nerves. I'll just be like, hey, come here real quick. Put my hand right where it is. Everything okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Oh shit, I'm pissing myself. Day made. Thank you.
you know what? I'm gonna go with the dough man because it's like Pillsbury dough man. It's like, you're like, oh god, you're
And
making me
that's
pee.
the noise. That's the noise everybody makes when you do it. And then they just pee.
I mean, it'd be funnier if you just went up and you like made everybody have a weird like tantric moment by touching their upper lip.
Yeah,
At the same time, like you got to be careful whose lip you're touching. dude.
Exactly.
You know,
that's how you get that other name.
That lip
Yeah.
bump.
No, which I'm almost surprised like that wasn't a gag in this movie or something like that.
Yeah, but I mean, this was 2003, man, or 2004.
That's what I'm saying. It would have been perfect for this,
Yeah,
dude. Like,
Yeah,
oh, who was the little fucking annoying midget dude that kept showing up? He's been in like other teen movies and
Oh,
shit.
dude, wasn't he the fucking the kid from Super Troopers?
no, he is.
Are you
from,
sure he wasn't one of the three that was licking the window?
No.
You
No, he's been in a bunch. He was in a. Fuck, was he in not another teen movie? He's been in like a bunch of spoof movies.
So he was, I think, in not another teen
Oh,
movie
God.
for sure.
Yeah, was he the one?
Because
who
he had
was
hair
Asian?
really tall.
Yeah,
His hair was
yes.
really tall.
I think of his name.
But-
I don't know.
Like that, I'm glad that dude was in there because he's just a face from that time. You know what I mean? So, and it's funny how he died too, because it's just like, oh, the old fucking TV in the water trope, but it still works. I don't know.
Did he even have a name, or did they just call him
Listen,
Jerk?
he's.
I don't.
I thought they
I
just
don't-
called him Jerk.
I
I
don't
don't
think
It might
he
have
He had a name.
I mean, come on. He had something swirling in that pool. It's my giant cock.
I mean, he had it. He definitely had it out for what's his name there, dude. Like he was like his arch nemesis.
Oh,
pretty
God.
much. I can't. I brain farting on their names in this movie. I apologize.
It's Ramathorn, but
It is
what's his name in
Ramathorn.
this?
What is it?
What the hell was his name in this?
Who? Which one?
Putman.
Putman.
Yeah.
Putman. Yes. Putman.
Putman.
And all right, let me talk about Putman's death, dude. Because Putman went out like a champ, right? Give me that
I
rat.
could never be mad at you, Jenny.
Lobbing tennis balls at the killer.
Just getting weaker as you just fucking go. And I love that they only handed him 3 balls, but he's literally just like unlimited ammo with balls for this
Yep.
fucking ski dude. Like,
I
until
could
he
never be
dies.
mad at you, Jenny.
Fucking. That's what I'm saying. Like, this movie's so fucking.
we didn't.
stupid,
We haven't
and
even
I
talked about
love
the.
it.
We haven't even talked about the campfire scene.
Oh, the campfire
Oh,
scene's
God.
fucking
That's a
great,
great
dude.
Easily my favorite fucking scene in this movie. And that
Fucking-
boy was me.
Damn it, Putman!
A fucking Buffalo Bill.
Oh fuck,
Two
man.
tuckbacks. Oh fuck!
Oh,
And it was funny because that scene,
You know-
instantly made me think of fucking Waiting, where the goat.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
I made me think of
You
Jay and
know
Silent
they-
Bob.
You know they went up to Bill Paxton and were like, "So, Bill, we have this."
I bet it'd be even funnier if they didn't tell Bill.
I don't know why, but I could just hear him going, "I got this. This is gonna be great."
No, this. Oh my god! And you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I would totally cosplay this killer.
Yeah,
It
It's
looks
simple.
fun and it
It's
looks
different,
fun,
it's simple.
stupid, and silly. Yeah, there would definitely be a few people that'd be like, "Ho ho!" Like, you know what I mean? Like,
You
I don't
know,
know.
at the end, I don't know why, but looking at him and him looking at him normal, he gave me Blood Rage vibes. I don't know why. I was waiting for him to say something like that. That's just not cranberry sauce. I don't know why he just gave me that vibe.
No, I like that he was the silent killer though. I mean, until like obviously he was unmasked, and then it was like Scream style.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Is the when he's unmasked, like he just gave me such Blood
yes.
Rage vibes. Like,
Oh
I'm like,
yeah, no, okay, I can see that. I can see that.
I'm
for
like
sure.
waiting for him to be like, that's not cranberry sauce. I'll be like, yo, you motherfucker, you didn't say it. You had an opportunity.
That dude definitely took an ass whooping though to fucking go down.
So I
He's like
love
Terminator status.
I love the scene where they're like playing like a live action Pac-Man in a maze.
Oh
that
my
is
god, the
And then-
maze
great.
scenes, dude.
And they find the fucking dead body in the maze, and just as they see the dead body over, like you hear the sound of Pac-Man dying in the video game.
Yep. Not
I
only
was-
that, let's talk about that kill too. That kill made me laugh my ass off because that's the kind of stupid shit I fucking love. Clearly, you have an oversized foam suit, but the slashes on
The
the
slash
foam
of the
suit of
belly.
Yeah,
with the guts coming out of that. Like, that's the
too.
kind of dumb shit I fucking
That's-
love, dude. Give me that all day.
oh, let's also not forget, watermelon and was it pineapple?
So wait, was
No,
it
it's
the
pretzel,
two-
wasn't it?
Part of the game.
It was,
Was it a
yeah, it was
pretzel?
pretzel.
It was pretzel.
It was pretzel and hitting watermelon. Was that the two dudes at the end? Was the watermelon and the pretzel? Were they in the costumes butt fucking?
No,
No,
Those
No,
two
they were
dudes
just-
or somebody else?
yeah, they were
Oh,
off
because
on
there was
their own
definitely other people in those
Yeah, there were other
costumes
people
over there
fucking-
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I just like the one random dude doing the naked wrecking ball, just like that's like the first thing you fucking see, and you're just like taking this all in, and you're just like, wait, is this what would happen? Like, would be panic and then sheer just like chaos 5 minutes later, where everybody's
and not
just
really
like,
care.
yep, panic, fuck,
it's
world's
like that
ending.
scene-
Ah!
It's like that scene in Mallrats where
I was
Brody's
just thinking,
talking
about his
about how his
cousin
cousin started fucking jerking off in the airplane as the
my cousin
airplane was going down.
Watercock jerking off in public once. True
Well, did
story.
he finish?
Did he cover
Jesus
what?
Christ,
Jesus man! There's something to just talk about in public.
I mean, you know what, dude? If you know you're going down, why not get one more out, right? Fucking it.
Man, if we ever get that other show up and running, I want to do an episode of Mallrats.
Fuck yeah.
Crazy, bro.
We do the
Uh,
whole universe.
So we are at the hour mark. I'm saying we bring in Mr. Brody Kane.
Yeah, let's hear
I,
Brody
yeah,
has to
let's-
say.
I've been
Yes,
dying.
I want to hear his review. Big time, please.
If you haven't figured it out, we all absolutely enjoy this movie. So,
Yes.
all right, Mr. Brody Kane, everybody.
Well, howdy, folks. It's your Banging back for another episode of Gore, and this week I'm here to talk to you about Club Dread. Now, this was my first viewing. I'd only heard about this movie. I'd seen numerous clips on Instagram or Facebook, whatever it may be. And you know what? For a horror comedy, I actually appreciated it. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
So, I mean, for me personally, I am a massive fan of Broken Lizard and what they're able to do throughout their filmography. I definitely feel like this is obviously not up there as one of their best. Don't get me wrong. But it's an absolutely enjoyable experience for me, knowing that going in with this being a horror comedy, I was a little bit skeptical, but I think the Broken Lizard humor throughout their films is what really resonates with me and my humor. It's witty, it's dark, it sort of catches you off guard at times, and that comes down to obviously the writing, directing, the blocking of these actors, because comedy is a really hard thing to direct. You have to definitely find an audience for it. So I definitely feel it's a genre that you really have to try and sit down and go, will this work in this subgenre of the horror genre type thing? And I definitely, for me personally, it worked. And the red herrings in this movie I thought were actually really fun. It definitely was a film that, well, it wasn't really on the nose with thinking that it's this person or that person. They definitely had some pretty cool ideas and scheme of things to really try and throw me off. And for me personally, it definitely got me. I was thinking it was one person, to which I was completely off by the end of the movie. There were times where I could actually guessed who the killer was, even though at the time I didn't know who it was. But then they took me away from that person and threw it to this person. I'm like, do you know, this is actually really fun to try and figure out who it is.
Yep.
So I was actually visually engaged with the storytelling as well, as much as the visual representation of what the film is doing throughout the comedy and the horror, which I do feel like we probably should have got a little bit more of horror. I felt like they were definitely going to go over the top with their violence in this movie, and they sort of not really do that in most scenes, which I thought would have been, which could have added more comedic value to the film, just with that over the top gore. But either way, we still got some pretty good gore in here, I guess, and I was actually enjoying it. So I mean, the one thing that if I had to really pick something about this movie, and obviously, like I said, it's just me nitpicking, is probably the runtime of the movie, and that's more so probably due to my ADHD brain, just saying, an hour and a half is a perfect runtime for a film, any film in general. But, I think this goes over 10 to 15 minutes. I would not be sad if that got cut back maybe 10 to 15 minutes. There were certain scenes in this movie where I was just like, look, I get why it's in there, but please hurry up, So it wasn't really overall that bad, and it's like I said, it's just me nitpicking to counterbalance this review because I can't really heavily praise it because it's not.
You must have still watched the hour 44 minute. I'm guessing.
But that's probably the only thing I can really pick with this movie. I knew what it was setting out to be, and I can't really fault it for that. And I think it does what it needs to be for the genre or the subgenre of the horror genre. So yeah, all in all. For a first viewing of this, Broken Lizard, like I said, I love the guys. It was cool to see them actually do a horror comedy, go in a different direction. It's probably a film that I'm not going to go back and watch in a hurry, but I can appreciate it for what it is. So I will give it. I'll give it a 3.8. I didn't fucking hate it, and I honestly thought I was going to.
That sounds.
In saying that, this is your Kangabanger signing out. I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about the film, and I'll catch you motherfuckers next week. So, cheers and gentlemen.
Cheers, bro.
Sir.
Cheers, Brody.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
I was thinking he was going to be at like a 3.
No,
That's what I was expecting. I was expecting anywhere between a 3 and a 3.5.
3.5. I was thinking.
What was that noise?
Hey,
What
3.
noise?
When he
Y'all
took a
didn't hear
shit?
Oh no. Well, then maybe Charlie dropped something on my end. I heard a loud ass noise.
I did not.
Oh, what?
But that's okay. All right, everybody's good. Okay, so Brody Kane giving us a 3.8, which, if you know that man like we do, that is very generous for him. That might be his highest. Well, no, I don't want to say. I don't want to say that because I know he likes Tucker and Dale. I feel like he gave that one a pretty solid one too. But that's the only one I can personally think of offhand. All right. That being said, is there anything else to discuss? If not, I'm going to hand it over to Chad Daddy to see what we got behind them scenes.
Let's go, Chad Daddy.
Let's do it.
I surprisingly don't have as much as I expected, but it's still not bad. So Broken Lizard screened the film for Jimmy Buffett, who was so amused, he requested permission to sing some of the film's original songs on one of his live tours.
Oh,
Shut the
that's
front
how you
door.
know.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
How cool is that?
What
Dude, we have to
I want to
find
know.
those.
I don't know, but I'm
Yeah,
sure
They
we
have
can.
to be on YouTube.
I was really busy today because Steph's best friend came over with her girls, so I didn't get a chance to really do much extra research. But we'll have to find that out because that's pretty awesome.
That would be the
So that
only
means-
time you would hear me be like, all right, if I knew he was doing the full album from this movie, I would go to a Jimmy Buffett show, dude. I'd be like, all right, let's go.
Well, you might want to, get a Ouija board for that.
No, I'm saying like at that time.
I saw him
dude,
live.
like,
It was fun.
that would be fucking insane.
So that was probably
only
that
thing cooler
summer.
would-
So this came out in the winter. That was probably that summer.
The only thing that would have been cooler is if he brought Bill Pullman on tour with him.
Bill Paxton.
Bill Paxton. Why did I say Pullman?
Paxton.
Jesus Christ. My fucking brain was. You know why? Because I was thinking Mel Brooks earlier, dude. So
Dude, what if
Spaceballs.
he sang Pina Colada Berg?
Oh, I'm sure that's probably one of them.
Oh
that's
my!
probably
Instead
one
of Margaritaville, he
I'm-
fucking did. Oh my god!
Hey, I
Imagine-
bet it was, dude. You're
Imagine
right.
the confusion from the fans in attendance that had
And he's
no
just
idea.
laughing his ass off.
Because most of them probably didn't even watch Club Dread.
No,
No.
clearly by the theater
By the box office numbers,
box
they've probably
office. Yeah,
never
no,
seen it.
it definitely did not happen.
And a lot of and when Jimmy Buffett's fans are like these old drunks, so they probably don't give two shits about.
Oh my
Broken Lizard.
god, dude, that's fantastic.
Hey, I was there. I was a young drunk. Say what you want. That was actually a very fun concert. I'll say
That's
that.
I'm
awesome,
sure it was.
dude. That's awesome.
The joke about pronouncing Penelope as Penelope came about when Jay Chandrasekhar and Kevin Heffernan went to a screening of Carlito's Way, and when Penelope Ann Miller's name came up on the screen, a man behind the two said, "Penelope, what kind of a name is Penelope?" So that joke came from somebody actually thinking that was somebody's name, Penelope.
You know what, man? I've said some stupid shit sometimes where it's just like my brain did not function reading the word I was trying to read. I can't give you an example, but yeah, we know. Oogie spooky.
Fuck,
Oogie spooky.
my mic wasn't on. Shit. So
I get it.
during
I
the
can't
whole-
pronounce shit, okay?
after the whole
not the only
Penelope
one.
thing, when Juan was fucking, oh, Penelope, it's such a beautiful name. Penelope. I looked over at Mel and I went, oh, Penelope. And I
You
squeezed
grabbed
her
her
boob.
tit.
How could I not?
You have
She's like,
to.
you're fucking stupid. I was, thank you.
I was just saying, I can only imagine. I could possibly envision the look right now. It's like a furrowed brow, a little mad, but also questioning, like, what the hell is happening right now? I love it. Awesome.
Why does that not surprise me in the least?
Right. What else, Chad Daddy?
In the DVD commentary, it is explained that the line, "How many of you knew he was uncircumcised and smelled of oranges?" was a line included in the script to see if anybody was really reading it before the film was greenlit.
Wow.
That one got me, dude, for sure.
He's not circumcised, you know.
How many of you even really know?
No, this right before that, when fucking oh shit, Ramathorn. His
Putman.
name Putman. When he pulls up the article, did you know his parents were trampled to death at a cooking up tea party? And they're like, everybody knew. Way to bring up a sore subject.
That felt like some fucking Not Another Teen Movie shit or something right
Yeah.
there, dude. Like that
Everybody
was
knew. Why you got to bring that up? Jesus Christ.
this movie. Like I said, I can't wait to watch it again, dude. Like it's fucking.
I'm
can't-
sure there's a lot that I've missed that I just want to recap.
I love that Chad Daddy already went and got ordered the physical, man. Like that. I
The
feel like I have
unrated
to
I
follow.
can't wait to see that.
I know. I feel like I have to follow fucking suit, man. Where'd you get that shit from?
Amazon.
All right.
Like I said, look it up and it'll come up like 35 or something, and you click on the other offers and you'll find them for like $7 used.
See, Amazon's been getting a lot of my business lately, so I got to do it.
Same. The translation of Steve Lemmy's character name, Juan Castillo, is John Castle, which was Patrick Swayze's character's name in Dirty Dancing. Lemmy and Kevin Heffernan are huge Swayze fans.
Okay.
Did you
Yeah,
find it?
really, I did. Used.
I don't care if it's used. I'll fuck them. When the staff members...
Whoa.
Oh. Okay, there's one thing I wouldn't buy used.
Condoms?
Condoms? Yeah,
And
that's
this.
I-
You can clean it.
Oh, God.
Man.
Oh man, that is the one thing you don't want to run into at a garage sale. That's just like, nope, we're turning this shit around.
Mommy, what's
I'm out.
this?
When the staff members are looking
Yeah,
at
I'm out. I'm
Coconut
out of the
Pete's-
contest.
When the staff members look at Coconut Pete's old album, one of the song titles is "I'd Tell Ya, but then I'd have to kill her." Tequila.
Oh, shit.
Club Dread.
Broken Lizard consider this their funniest film.
Really? Even over Super Troopers.
I know that's
See, like Super Troopers to me too, like the magic of that is also with their chief, right? Like
Yeah.
anytime you have a really good old disgruntled actor dude like running a role, like that always just adds more like charm to it for sure. Which I kind of like wish he somehow was back in this for whatever fucking reason, but not that he would have to be part of the gang, but you know what I mean, like just somebody on the island or some bullshit. But
During the campfire scene, the cast tells the story of a former employee being tricked into having sex with a female corpse and going insane. This
God.
closely resembles the backstory of the killer in the movie Terror Train.
Oh
Wait,
shit!
Oh
What?
shit!
I totally did. Wow. Forgot about that.
wait, what? I don't remember. I remember Terror Train, like OG Terror Train, right?
Yes.
We're talking-
Yeah.
There was his genitals were mutilated in it.
I don't think so.
I don't remember the.
But it was very
like
similar to this.
Sorry, I'm reading the song lyrics at the bottom.
I honestly, God, the biggest thing I remember from that fucking movie is that somebody was dressed like a fucking like Sorlak from Land of the Lost or some shit the whole time. Like that's I don't know why I remember that. It's like my focal memory for that movie, but
Wasn't the killer like a tranny or something?
was it?
Yeah,
Haven't
it
seen
wasn't.
it in a long time.
Yeah,
Because
I
it had
gotta
the
rewatch that.
it wasn't a Guy Fawkes mask. What the fuck was the mask?
It was
was a
like
Groucho mask. Was it
Groucho
Groucho
mask.
mask?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Jamie
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie
was
Lee
in it.
Curtis.
Okay,
was in it,
yeah. I'm sorry, but I know my memory's slow. It's taking a minute, dude. But like it's starting to flow back to me. But okay.
Okay, so the outfit that Stacy wears in the first scenes mirrors the camp counselor uniforms in the original Friday the 13th.
Oh, nice.
And bravo on them, like Bobby said, it's the first time in a movie where they actually put
Their
the
shirts.
shirts back on.
I'm sitting there watching it. I'm working, and I'm like, "That's a first." I'm like, "Never. No other movie has that." Impressive.
I was a little disappointed.
I mean, they gave you more boobs down the road.
Yes. Gymnastic boobs.
Gymnastics.
Yes.
Gymnast.
You're a gymnast?
I bet you could do some wonders on that pool board from Hot Shots Part 2.
I don't know, man. You've seen
Chad
the episode of
remembers.
Seinfeld. You've seen the episode of Seinfeld with the gymnast.
They didn't do
Yeah.
much.
But you've seen Hot Shots Part 2.
Yes.
right?
I have not seen that.
I remember being a little kid watching that in theaters, and that did some things.
Wait,
That awakened things in the young
Fucking
John.
A, bro, dude.
What's
that was
it
That
called?
was young John's awakening.
What's it called?
Hot
Hot Shots Part 2.
2.
I've never seen that ever.
Have you ever
never
seen
seen-
Hot Shots?
Dude, Hot
No.
Shots is good, but I
Oh,
actually like the
God.
second one. I don't
Yeah,
know
part 2 is better. I
Yeah,
think part
it
2 is better.
It is.
Funnier.
because like the first one is
God, I haven't seen either of those in a long
the
time.
first one's like Top Gun. The 2nd
Mhm.
one's like Rambo
Yeah.
ish. Yeah. All I remember is they have that battle in the jungle, and it's like fucking American Gladiators. Also.
Oh, I've
Yeah.
seen I've seen the posters.
Charlie Sheen had this coked out most. Maybe not. I don't know. Anything else, Chad Daddy?
Originally, there were a few scenes that explained more about Steve Lemmy's character, Juan. Apparently, he grew up on a goat farm, but they were the first to be removed from the film.
Do you want to know my secret? I had sex with a goat. What? I used to condemn.
Well, there's Brody. Hey, Brody.
Brody.
Hey, Brody, what's up,
Hey.
homie? Way to set the bar, brother.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Despite the fact this was filmed in Super 35, filmed in Panavision is listed in the end credits. Penelope says that she goes to Oral Roberts, which is a conservative Christian university in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Is that anything like a... Oh, no, that's a Dirty Sanchez.
No, he says, what did he say before that? Anal something.
Oh, is that... I've done... Or what do you... Is that
Yeah.
Anal something.
Anal Johnson.
Was it Angel Johnson?
I think it was Anal Johnson.
Something like a Dirty Sanchez. His his fucking Latin accent is so horrible, but it's so fucking great. Like
It is,
it's
dude.
it's
It-
It is the
I know people that
stereotypical.
talk like
Great,
that,
though.
but I
It's
know
the-
people that talk like that. That's why it's so fucking great because it's so shitty. But I actually know people that fucking talk like that.
You're like, Is it shitty though? You're
I
like,
was thinking
it
that's
is, but
I
you're
was
like,
thinking that's the stereotypical white guy doing a Latino accent
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, but that's it's fucking great. Like, I'm not even offended. I fucking love that shit.
gives you so many good lines to quote.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. He's probably the most quotable character in the movie.
Yeah.
All right, Cheddy.
The character Coconut Pete and Coconut Pete's music strongly resemble the song "The Ballad of Coconut Pete" by Jim Morris.
Ooh,
I have
Oh,
no idea who
shit.
Jim Morris is.
Jim Morris from The Doors.
That's Jim
that's
Morrison.
Jim Morrison.
Jim Morrison.
This is Jim Morris,
Morris, yeah, a little
Morrison's
different.
father. I don't know.
Oh!
Morris is
Yeah,
son.
Brody. Brody told me about his little surprise in his review, but he wouldn't tell me what it was. I didn't ask because I wanted to be surprised, and I wasn't allowed to tell you guys that there was a surprise in the middle of it.
Well, I was surprised.
I was certainly surprised.
It's more shocked than anything.
This was Elena Lyon's only on-screen nude scene.
Oh.
Who? Which one?
The brunette at the beginning.
Stacy.
Ah, all right.
It was nice.
Mm-hmm. That whole
I need a Christmas card. Yeah, no, it was nice for sure.
Wait, I heard something. Did it sound like strange sucking noises?
Heads or tails?
What's the tails?
You don't want to know.
I do want to know.
Yes, I do want to
'Cause
know.
you know what?
You know what the tails was.
I'm thinking it's a rusty trombone.
I think it's Salatossing.
I thought it was that's
That's what I'm saying.
most
That's
Salatoss.
the trombone.
That's what it sounds like.
he's getting hit, but he wants to get his salad tossed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah. No.
Looks like we don't need you anymore.
No. Oh, fucking A.
Media Site Complex chose Jordan Ladd's scene as number 14 of the 15 best topless moments in mainstream horror movies in 2020. Thank you, Penelope.
Thank you, Penelope.
And finally, on September 28th, 2004, an unrated edition was released to DVD. This version of the film contains an additional 14 minutes of footage for a 118-minute running time. It features several extended scenes and also restores a subplot involving two cops that was absent in the theatrical edition. Director Jay Chandrasekhar states in one of the disc's commentary tracks that the original R-rated version is still his director's cut. And like I said, that will be here Friday.
You said his R-rated is the director's cut?
Yeah, that's his preferred version.
Really? Interesting. I wonder what's in those extra 14 minutes. Oh,
I'm
what's
curious.
this one?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's the version Brody watched.
I was wondering that too.
Because if it is, that's so great because he literally wants it cut down by that much, and that's the film. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, he's here. You can ask him.
Brody, did you watch the unrated version or the rated version?
All right.
And I love how a director says the rated version, that's his version. That's not, it's usually the other way around. all the
I
time.
know that's
Yeah.
that's why I had to like double ask on that because it just was like, excuse me.
Maybe that's, you know something? Maybe that means that someone wanted that footage in and he wanted it out. So,
Or they just edited it in and he was just like, no.
yeah.
But it was
That's
already
a first.
done,
That's
so.
a first. That's really interesting.
Anything else, Chad Daddy?
That's it.
Thank you kindly, sir. And I love the
My
new
pleasure.
shirt, by the way.
Thanks. Sorry, I was texting the wife real quick because the cat's
you're
locked
fine.
in here with me, and I think she wants out.
You're fine.
But she,
All right.
anytime I go to open the door, she runs away.
Yeah, that happened. All right, boys. Where did we watch this? What format did you watch this on?
Prime video for
Prime.
me.
I bought it on Prime.
I sailed the.
So did I.
I didn't want to. Not that I didn't want to buy it.
How much was it on Prime?
Well, I bought the film on Prime for $10, so I could have bought the physical, but I didn't want it on DVD.
Question: is the digital come with the unrated version?
I did not pay attention.
I know renting it for like $4. It was not. Now I went back.
Yeah,
and
because it
looked.
was $10, and instead of renting it for $4, I was like, I just pay the extra $6.
Interesting. Because if you can get the rate unrated for $10 digitally, I might do that. All right. Do you watch? Somehow we'll fucking like Chad will get this, or like, and then I'll go looking or something.
And then they'll announce a Blu-ray for
Yeah,
it.
they'll announce some
Yeah.
fucking blue. Yep. It'll be like,
Yep.
fuck off, dude.
Mm-hmm.
The movie nobody asked for. Club Dread on 4K. Fuck.
With so many extras coming from Scream Factory.
I would buy the hell out of it because
Yeah.
I'm the guy that pre-ordered and dropped everything to get that fucking Jaws 3 4K. So I'd get this. I love shitty movies.
Hey, we need them in our lives.
And I'm also with Chad Daddy, by the way. I'm in the boat. So, does the cover art sell the movie? Would you rent this as a child? So, the cover art is not what's behind us, but it is a girl.
With
It's
a
a girl's
it's got a
ass with a
bikini
knife.
bottom with a knife. Yeah.
So, yes.
Yeah, it would have sold me because it's a cross.
Absolutely.
It looks like what we get here, a cross between a sex comedy and a horror movie.
Exactly.
I would have. Yeah.
It literally is that too.
I mean, and it's a simple design. For those of you that are watching on the show, that's the cover right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, there you go. Look at that.
I mean, I just off
Yep.
of the girl's butt, I'm doing it.
That's the first thing you notice. You're like, but Club Dread.
Oh,
What is
nice. Oh, look, it's the guys from
Alright.
Super Troopers.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's the last thing you know.
Yeah.
They're like, we're saving the best for last. Pull you in with the ass, and sex sells. God, remember commercials in the 2000s? Jesus Christ, they were fucking super oversexed up. Okay, douche of the film. You have to go with the killer. He killed the guy just for weed.
Yeah, literally the whole
He
reason
killed a
That's-
guy
yeah.
for
that it
weed.
happened
Very
was
desperate.
for fucking weed.
Well, that wasn't the only reason. He forgot about.
But that was the
reason.
main
He forgot
reason,
about
yeah.
the real
We forgot
reason.
the real
though.
reason, but it was because of the fucking weed.
That was
like,
the initial. That was the
That was
initial
my
send-
weed.
That was the send off, right? It was
Fucking
just like,
Sam. Fucking fun police Sam.
which is
bitch.
hilarious.
That's what pushed
that,
him
like,
over the edge.
Like they have that scene for no reason, which you think would be a throwaway fucking scene at the beginning, right? Absolutely, but no, that's hilarious. They pull back to that shit. And he's like impossible to kill. He's just like won't die. So I'm just gonna give him a douche for that too.
Did you know
Gets
I
a
could hold my
whole-
breath for 3 minutes and 33 seconds?
And he gets a
What kind of
knife
diver
through
are
him,
you? What kind of diver you want?
and he still gets cut in half, and he's like hopping up. It's like, goddamn superpowers.
Dude, and at the end, his fucking legs are still kicking. Coming
Oh,
after
that
them.
killed
Yeah,
me.
dude.
Going after them.
Killed me.
Sequel, baby. The
Oh,
20 years sequel in the making that should never happen.
Because the legs fucking show up finally on shore.
Somehow it grows
regenerates
his
the
top
human
half back.
body,
Yeah,
like,
right.
His top half just swims to shore, and he just pulls himself together like Deadpool.
Oh,
Oh dear God.
Favorite kill.
I'm
I'm
gonna have
going
to
with
go
the killer's death.
Sam's death. Rabbit.
the boat
Oh,
wraps
okay, so
around
at
him and
the
just
end,
pulls
yeah,
him in
yeah.
half.
I want to go with Putman.
I'm
'Cause it was
kind of
long
leaning
and-
in that
Oh,
too.
Putman.
It's long and drawn
Wrong
out because
with
he's
Putman.
he's still talking shit at the end as he's dying off screen.
You know what was a cool death though? It's gonna be my runner up. Is the head getting lopped off at the beginning?
Oh yeah.
The brunette
first
chick
girl?
getting her
That's a
head,
cool one.
yeah, the brunette
Yeah.
chick getting her head lopped off, especially when we see it from the other angle and you
Okay.
see her head actually like come off. I thought that was cool.
You know what other death gets me just because it's so stupid? The girl driving the go-kart and it's going so slow. You just
Oh
see the
dear
killer
God, yes. When you
walking
died,
right
Oh,
up
God.
next to her. You don't even see her die. You just see her walk right up, and I'm like,
That is some scary movie shit right there.
yeah,
yes,
Yeah.
yes. That's something. I'm putting that as my runner-up just because of the setup of it.
You know, I will say I like how we got the intro to the movie, and then it goes, it says like 1 hour earlier.
yeah.
And I
Yes.
was so worried that most of the movie was going to focus on that 1 hour earlier, and it was like 5 minutes.
Yeah, literally.
That's true. You're right. Yeah, because you're still spending like what? We were there a couple nights.
Like
So
three,
it's like,
3-4
what?
nights, I think. Yeah.
There was no real reason. No, you know what? You needed that 1 hour earlier so you could see that the
That
dude
it
lied
was
to
the
him about the
weed.
weed.
That's,
Right. Like
that's
you
exactly.
had-
That's the only reason.
that was the reason you needed that.
That's the only
scene.
reason you get that scene.
And to introduce our main character. All that. All right. Fucking it. Best scene.
Oh.
There's so many good ones, dude.
I gotta go the whole scene where they're looking through the albums looking for clues. Just
Oh, that is great.
that was so funny. They had such good banter. I love the whole scene.
I'm going the scene on the beach where they tell the story.
The campfire scene.
Campfire scene.
That was good.
God damn, dude.
I know it's hard to pick. There's so many.
No. I'm changing mine because this just made me fucking laugh because I know somebody that's been in kind of the same similar situation where you're stuck in a closet watching your friend bang and you can't get out the closet and you're just kind of stuck in there. I'm going with that. That guy was me. That guy was me.
fucking funny.
That guy was you, wasn't it?
That guy was me. I was stuck in the closet while my friend was doing the deed. And I was like, I can't leave. Oh my God.
I mean, what would happen worst case scenario if you just were like, just walked out?
I ended up crawling. Well, I ended up fucking crawling out without
There you
anybody
go.
seeing me. But yeah.
All right, got my favorite. Where
Were you humming the Mission Impossible theme song? Like dun 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 dun. dun.
That was in the Pink Panther.
Oh, I like it. All right, a little bit sneakier. I get it.
mine
And
is
then give him the
when
thumbs up on the way out.
You smacked his ass. Don't lie.
High five. Psh.
oh my
There's just a
god!
quick Eiffel Tower. Psh.
Oh
Did you get out of the room and yell back? Finish her.
no, you can't do that. You can't.
Switch.
No.
Stunt cock.
I don't mean to sound like we're nothing.
You guys see anything different here? Or no? All right.
Okay.
How y'all
Okay.
doing? All right.
My favorite
man,
scene
best
is when the
scene.
bodyguard tells Bill Paxton, the girl from the show, and he goes up and has that whole interaction with her. I'm going with that scene.
God damn, dude, I don't fucking know.
I'm a little mad we didn't get to see her titties.
Yeah, she was cute.
She was.
Stunt cock. God damn it.
I really don't fucking know, man.
Sancho.
Like I laughed pretty evenly all throughout this movie. This is a hard like. I don't have a pick. I honestly can't decide, dude. I like it all. So I'm just gonna skip it. Fuck it. Worst moment or scene?
I can't pick one.
Yeah, I didn't really have. I enjoyed everything, dude.
I like this movie too much.
There's
I
not a
can't pick
bad
one.
scene.
Mm-mm.
No.
I'm sure there's shit I missed, dude. You know what I mean? Like
I know
something
there's
can't
things
wait to
I
watch
definitely
again.
missed.
Just like background stuff, dude. Just dumbass, like yeah. Because you know during that chaos scene, man, there's definitely shit I missed in that. Because I know I caught a few things, but you know what I mean? Like there's always gonna be something else. Did the opening scene hook you in?
Oh
Fuck
my
yeah,
God,
dude.
yes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
It was a
Right
solid
off the bat.
horror opening too,
It was. It really was.
with a little bit of cheeky humor, which could go either way with just normal horror movies, right?
Right.
Or, you know, so we get titties in the opening scene, dude.
Yeah.
That's a pretty
Yeah.
Nice ones at
We also-
that.
That's a
Very nice.
bold-
We
that's a
also
bold
had
move.
nipple biting, you know, all
Okay,
of
so
Yeah.
who was better, the blonde or the brunette?
Burnett. I'm going Burnett.
Brunette.
I'll stick with it.
I'm going blonde in this one. She had really pretty eyes.
I'm gonna put the gif of El Dorado where they're saying both.
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 And, then-
Yeah, both.
and there's my
Why
answer.
not both?
That's right.
Booking los
Uh,
todos.
Most attractive character.
Bill Paxton.
Brittany Daniel. And Bill
Penelope.
Paxton.
Penelope. I'm going Penelope,
Penelope.
dude.
Feisty
I
redhead
love
Penelope.
Penelope.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Penelope too, but Brittany Daniels, she just
And for the guys, I'm going Lars, man.
Lars has got that touch, bro.
Really? You're not going Juan?
You got the touch.
No,
Juan
you know
was a
what?
whore. Juan
know
was a whore.
Lars
At
is
least
awesome
Lars
too.
was wholesome.
Lars was awesome because that whole scene where he had to like suck his gut in to go under the bed, and then she's just like, "Why don't you do that all the time?" Was that a fucking fat joke?
That joke?
yeah.
Oh fuck!
Oh,
I
it's
tried
gonna
that. It doesn't work.
The
Right?
comedy is so well
Gotta
written.
love
That
Lars.
if that shit worked, your boy would be doing that every fucking day. Starting in the morning. I feel like it would only last like a couple minutes. That's why he doesn't do it all the time.
It lasts when you
I
need
love
it
it so
to.
much.
Right.
Oh,
He
fuck.
just rolls under there like nothing. Just whoop. Oh, fucking great. Did the score set the mood?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
honestly, it
Yeah.
did, man. It was like what,
Yeah.
calypso music or whatever
Mhm.
you want to call it.
Island. It was just island jam
Island
music.
Yeah.
It's the shit you would see at like
be
a
jamming
resort,
out to.
singles resort and shit.
That's what I'm gonna be jamming out to in Aruba, baby. Oh, I can't wait.
Nice.
If you don't
By the
fuck
way-
into Kokomo while you're there,
Bro,
I
you
gotta
have
say-
no idea the playlist that is happening. You have
Nice.
no idea.
Also, nice shirt, Scoobs, because it's just a white shirt, but I like you got Venom mixed in
Yeah.
there a little bit.
That is
it was either this one or my bluey one, but I figured I've never worn this one. But
Ooh, if you had
I
your
got-
Bluey,
I
dude,
have
I
to
could have
get a
went. I got a
Hawaiian
Lilo
shirt.
and Stitch one, dude.
oh fuck,
Yeah.
yeah, I was gonna wear my bluey one, but
It's all
I
good.
bought this one in a smaller size than I usually get.
Ooh.
Me and Steph a few weeks ago
Or
went
when I
to
have to get, so I gotta
Dunham's.
get it.
And Dunham's has a surprisingly large amount of Hawaiian shirts that have different Bigfoot patterns on them.
Fuck yeah! Send them to your boy.
There's head to a Dunham's,
You
dude.
need
They have
that.
like I'd
I don't
say
even know what
70
Dunham's is, man.
Dunham's Sports. You don't have
I've
that
never
there?
heard of that.
Nope.
Really?
I've never heard of that either.
Oh wow.
We got
Is it
Bass Pro, we got
Dunham?
runnings. We got
Jeffafa?
I got Dick's Sporting Goods.
I got Dicks.
yeah.
We all got
Dicks and
Dick's.
Champs.
Dix has got crabs. That's what I've heard. All right. Enough of that bullshit. Best song.
Oh, I'm going with the Pina Colada.
I'm going Naughty Cow.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Damn,
like
Naughty Cow
that.
is a good one.
What was the Naughty Cow one again? Can you
Naughty
remind
Cow
me?
was the one they were listening to get clues.
Oh,
Naughty
ooh, that one was pretty good.
Playing it backwards.
That one was pretty
La,
good.
la, 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 la.
I'm gonna go Ponytails Cocktails.
Ooh.
Oh, you can't go wrong with that.
Just a word to all you males.
they're all solid. I wonder who wrote them.
The guys probably.
Even better then.
Yeah.
Does that mean that they have like?
I think if you look it up, I think there's an album.
It's
There
on
is
Spotify.
an album.
They have it on Spotify. You can listen to all the songs on Spotify.
Well, I know what I'm listening to on my ride into work tomorrow.
I was gonna
That's
say,
getting
I'm
added to
gonna
my
do the same
workout
thing,
tomorrow.
Change it up.
I could not find the Kids versus Aliens score on Spotify, dude. Like I gotta go do some deep searching for that.
Wait, I gotta get it.
Because I was
on.
looking
Hold
for
on,
it today because I wanted to jam out to it, and it just like nothing popped up besides like podcasts talking about it. I was like, damn it. Okay.
You might have to look up like the guy that did the score directly on there.
Probably
It might be
yeah.
under something else.
You are not wrong on that. Favorite character. I'm going Lars, dude. He
You
was
got it.
fucking
Lars was
awesome.
pretty
Yeah, I was gonna
solid.
say Lars, definitely.
I
Lars
mean,
and Coconut Pete both.
I
Oh,
liked
okay.
everybody. I can't pick
Yeah,
a favorite
no.
because even
Even
Sam.
Hank. Even Hank.
Yeah,
Hank was the best.
Sam, even though he
Mm.
was the bad guy, before he becomes the bad guy,
He
he's
was a
just a
party
fucking
cop.
fun police. Like I
Well, he-
love, like he wasn't
The
like
fun
everybody was
police.
lovable in this
He had
fucking
a
movie.
he had a super soaker.
Even
full of
when they
tequila.
weren't.
Yeah. Hit me, Sam.
From across the room too, nonetheless. Oh, the artist for that, it actually says Bill Paxton.
Yeah, he sings the songs. He actually
I love
sings
it.
all the Coconut Pete songs.
that's awesome.
Yeah, Pleasure Island, Ponytails, Cocktails, She's a Coming.
I
She's
do
a
have to
Blowin',
give-
Pina Colada.
I do
Bird.
have to give Pineapple Pete, the runner-up.
Coconut
for
Pete.
sure, or Coconut Pete. Pineapple
I'm
Pete.
looking
Jesus
that up
Christ.
right now because
But yes. Okay, that takes us to was it scary? I don't even know why I'm
there's
asking
Max.
that. It
No, no.
wasn't intended to be.
It was not scary, but like I said, Mel did jump.
Hey,
For
you got a
some
jump
people-
scare. Yes.
For some people, there are a couple
Okay.
of jump scares that will get you if you are easily scared.
Guys,
Does it?
real quick, when you
Bro.
look up Club Dread, there's Bill Paxton Radio.
take another hit.
There is Bill
Coconut
Paxton
Pit.
Radio on
Coconut-
Spotify. And it's 2 hours and 39 minutes. I don't know what it's all on here, but it's here.
Oh, the Ballad of Coconut Pete by Jim Morris is on this list.
Interesting. So you can hear where it all spawned from. All right.
It's funny. It's only a 15-minute long playlist.
Grill.
I didn't expect anything else. Does it hold up today?
I think so.
Yeah, it does.
I'm sad I
I
didn't
definitely
watch it
say
back
yes.
then, dude. But yes, absolutely. This is a new one that I want to
I
add
was
to my
11,
collection.
so I wouldn't have.
Same.
Thank you, Scoobs.
Yes, thank you, Scoobs.
I would have been 19 when this came out, so this would have been like. That's what I'm saying. Like this was perfect age me for seeing this shit. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
I would have been late 20s for this. So yeah.
I was 22.
I was half your ages. I was 11 years old.
Bobby's
you were-
just a boy.
You were just a little bit.
A little baby.
I was a little small.
I'm just thinking Jack Black. I'm just a baby.
Just a baby.
No, I'm laughing because Bobby said he was a little small, but that's probably the only time Bobby was ever considered small.
Even at that,
Did
he
you-
was only 6 foot.
What if Bobby like grew like a Saiyan?
No.
Like, he was
I was-
super
I was-
little, and then all of a sudden, just one day, it was
One
just
day
like,
he woke up and he's giant.
yeah, it's like, what the fuck happened, dude?
He got his ass
What?
kicked once and then fucking
He just went to sleep and woke
Yeah.
up giant. Like,
sensu bean.
that's right. All right. Sorry for the
I didn't know
DDD
that's what
nerd out there. Acting, honestly, solid.
Solid
Over the-
fucking acting.
Over the top.
Over
in
the
all
top.
right ways.
And-
Yes, but it.
Yes,
it was-
Slapsticky, but not slapstick. The
It
acting was
wasn't
very
over the top annoying.
slapsticky.
It was over the top perfect.
The movie wasn't a slapstick movie, but the acting was very slapsticky, but it fit with that over the topness.
Yes.
but it's
Bob,
still
you're still
acting
laughing.
because it's not.
Peter, that's in dog years. That's in dog years.
You know what I mean? Like people that there's the shitty acting that's just would be this, right?
Yeah.
There's the people that would try too hard and not get it, but these guys are good enough to
To get it. Yep.
hit it, and it fucking works. That takes us to, did we like the cinematography?
Your typical slasher bullshit.
You know what scene I liked actually? That was a cool shot.
With an island
Was at
paradise.
the pool. I'm trying to remember this, and it's when the power went out and like all the lights went out, and it was a really fucking long shot of like the way the pool was, and she was right here in the foreground, and the killer was in the middle, but way in the background. When like I don't know, man, just the way that like looked, I just thought that was a solid shot. So that takes us to premise.
Yeah.
Yes. Loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's your
absolutely.
Typical slasher premise.
typical
Island paradise
camp
with a
slasher.
slasher.
On an island.
On an island.
A good old whodunit.
Yeah.
Probably
with-
one of
with-
the best whodunits.
Yeah,
What?
because-
Honestly,
Like I told you boys,
Yeah, you
so
have
many
no
red
idea.
herrings. And you just don't know which way it's gonna go. Even when it comes down to like the final group, you're like, God damn it, who is it? Like who-
I
Yeah.
know the perfect movie to pair this with.
ooh,
Go on.
Clue.
yes.
Ooh,
Yes. Yes.
Which one first?
Yeah.
I would say Clue first.
Clue would I
I'll
would
do
go
Clue
first.
into
Oh,
the-
yeah, I would
Really?
do Clue
Yeah.
first. Because it's slightly.
That's true. You
slightly
can't go.
More
You can't go
serious.
tits
This-
and like hardcore sex comedy and then to Clue,
Yeah.
which is a little bit more
and then
like
Clue.
refined and.
Prestige. That's prestigious
Right.
of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Not
no,
by much.
by a long shot, it's more prestigious.
Yeah, I was gonna say way more.
Look at the cast and
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, now
that's true.
granted,
Yeah.
Christopher Lloyd wasn't a piranha movie, so we know Christopher Lloyd is cool with baby boobies, but yeah. All right. A climax. Did we find it satisfying? What was the
Yeah.
climax in this?
I would say the climax is where the fuck, would it be in the mudroom?
Ooh.
No, I think I was going to say it would be where they break the jacuzzi.
Because like the reveal is in the mudroom, right? So like
Yes.
you're
You gotta remember,
then, like,
the
you would
climax
have to
is
hit
like the high point.
right? and
So then
it's
it
gotta-
would probably be the jacuzzi scene. That's the high point,
Yeah,
and then
where
you get
that
the reveal
breaks.
after that. But even the reveal is still,
I
to
don't know,
me,
man.
in
I
that
thought the
high point.
reveal was solid, dude. Like you kind of knew once he did the stab in, you were like, oh, that motherfucker's alive. You're like, oh shit. Yes, I'm gonna say 100% yes then. Recycle, rewind, remake, reboot, reshelf. I'm totally fucking rewinding.
Rewind.
Oh,
this.
rewinding it.
Rewind.
Absolutely.
Rewind.
Rewinding it, probably watching
Rewind.
the extended cut later this week.
I
I
know.
want to
I'm interested.
reboot. I want to reboot. Where
No.
No, it wouldn't
I
be
want
the
to. I
same.
want to
though.
fucking reboot. I want to reboot it with the survivors. For whatever reason, they have to go back to.
But
they
there's
have
no
to go
Bill
back to the
Paxton.
fucking.
Well, they
icon.
killed him in this anyway.
Everybody's dead. He was dead in it anyways.
But the legs are still alive.
It's a ghost. The legs are alive, and it's just like the legs are still solid, but his upper torso's a ghost.
Okay, reboot it.
Or I want the
Have-
legs like to assimilate other things.
Have an even shittier version of Coconut Pete, played by Bill Pullman.
Oh shit! It's his brother.
Pineapple
Yeah, but-
Phil.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Perfection.
God. There you go. Broken lizards. Take it. All right. All right. So let's rate this bitch. Brody started us off with a 3.8. Mr. Amone, what do you got?
Oh, I said this way before, and I'm sticking with it. It's
Solid
a 4.
4 from Bob. Scuba, this was your pick, buddy. 4 as well. Chad Daddy.
I think I'm going to go higher and go 4.5. I absolutely loved this movie.
Woo! Chad coming in from the Chattanooga.
I just didn't want to give my own movie that high of a score.
It's perfectly acceptable to do so.
Do you want to add a point?
No. I'm good.
Okay. Dude, I'm solid, man. I think now you're questioning me because I was thinking going forward with the boys, but do I dare go higher? I really like this movie, man. It kind of hit like all the right spots too.
For me, it did.
I will go with a 4.3. All right, so that will give us a 4.1. All right,
Okay.
solid. Feels very solid for 4.1 for 2004's Club Dread. Once again, thank you, Scoops, for introducing that into our lives.
Absolutely,
Yes.
dude. We loved it.
Not believe we've never seen that before.
Like I said,
I'm
I'm
thinking
just
of-
glad you boys enjoyed it because it could have gone either way. Because there are people that just don't like the movie. For myself, I fucking love it.
I can totally
it's-
see this was not okay. If you went to go see this movie and are more of a Super Troopers fan and not a horror fan at the same time, this movie
Then
would tank for you,
Yeah.
right? This is the perfect fucking world for us, dude. So, like, this movie embodies this podcast, dude. Like, I fucking 100% love it.
You know, it's funny looking at some of our movies this year, and some of the picks, they've either been really low or really high. Like, especially the ones that were these surprises that we'd never seen before, like The Orphanage and this that we just absolutely love.
yeah,
True.
that's true. That's how it's been.
Speaking of, what do we cover next week, buddy?
Next week is our next DKB pick. We are watching Let Me In.
Ooh.
Oh, I
I've
have
never
not
seen
seen
this.
that. I want to see it.
Is that the one with Chloe? What's her face? Okay, I've never seen it.
Yeah,
I've seen it
I
once.
want to see. I can't wait to see it.
Oh, Chloe Grace Mertez. Yeah.
Yes.
It is on Tubi and
Well, not
Pluto,
Tubi.
Roku, Plex, blah,
Not
blah,
to
blah.
be-
So it's free out there. Sweet. All right. I've never seen this. Let Me In 2010. So, all right. Brody is up in the gauntlet next week. We'll see what he's got. I bet it's gonna be. This is the American remake, correct?
Correct.
Let
Yeah.
the right one in.
Yes.
Solid. All righty. Anything nerdy, boys?
I don't have anything.
I don't.
I
think have anything.
got a couple quick little things. So speaking of which, because we kind of mentioned it, so the Sleepaway Camp sequels are getting 4K UHD in August from Screen Factory. So you're getting Sleepaway
Just
Camp
2 and 3, right?
just 2 and 3. That's it.
I was say not that weird fucking fourth one that somewhat says exists.
No, that fourth one that's yeah. But we have that, and then also for us boys here, I think this is cool. I know we're not everyone here is a big Funko, but we are getting Ghostbusters 2 Funko
I did see
figures.
that.
About damn
Ghostbusters
time.
with the slime blower, and we're getting Vigo with that. So they look
I hope
cool.
they make a big one
I'm
of
definitely
Vigo.
gonna be picking up the whole set.
I hope they make the big Funko.
It looks like to be the same size, at least right now. It
Yes,
does.
Vigo.
I'm sure at some point we will, but we do get those. So that's all I have as of right now. So Chad,
So I do have something. So it was just revealed today. There is a company called G Kids that will be re-releasing a 4K version of Shin Godzilla into theaters this August.
Ooh, I've never seen Shin Godzilla.
Nor have I.
It's
I've heard
I like
it's
it.
long,
It's,
but
source
it's
of
very
contempt.
political.
There's a lot of
very
long,
pol-
boring scenes where they debate things.
It's a lot of
It is a lot of political things,
in there,
but the scenes with Godzilla himself are phenomenal. Like it's a legit horror movie.
What is the yet? I'm asking for Gene. Yet. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. My brain is not braining. Did you all know about the
Terminator survival game.
Oh, are you talking about the platformer coming out? The T2 2D? That one looks, if that's what he's talking about, that one's pretty fucking sweet.
Oh yeah,
And
I want to get that too. Oh,
I think it comes out in October. I thought it was I saw release dates for that shit, but what else you got, Bob? Anything?
We also have from Arrow Video, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003 remake and Texas Chainsaw Massacre the beginning on 4K coming out this year as well. Let me see if there's a release. I think there is one. Hold on, should be later.
I thought it was August.
Yeah, yep, August. Those two will
Yeah.
be coming from Arrow Video.
And the 2003 is a North American exclusive.
Yes.
Ooh. Wow. Nice.
It is.
All right.
And that's all that I have.
Say, I don't think I have it. Oh, you know what? I fucking do. So, Scoops, I don't know if you want to pull this up. You're better at this. Supposedly, there is a leaked image of Baraka from MK2 that dropped out today. I don't. Bob Rocca.
Bob
I don't know
Rocca.
I don't know if you know him or not. He's a nice guy. He's got a little bit. He's got a
As
little
long
bit
as you're on his good side.
He's got a little bit of a skin issue, but as long as you don't like, it's. I don't know how to feel.
Legit.
I know, but I don't know how to feel.
It
about
looks
it.
AI to me.
You
I
know,
saw the
It's
picture,
kind of
yeah.
cheesy though to me, dude. I don't know, and I hate thinking that. I'm like, I don't want another Mortal Kombat Annihilation 2. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Something about that just doesn't.
The mouth looks kind of, but it makes sense why it would be that big. But I don't know, man. Background wise and everything, it looks like it could be MK2, but it looks, I don't know, man.
and it's so hard to
Like
tell right now.
Like Chad
especially-
said, it could be AI. It very fucking
It
well
could.
be. I don't know.
It could be AI.
I saw it on Mortal Kombat Leaks.
I don't think it is AI,
on Reddit. I don't know.
and I'm okay with the design.
So supposedly, what the hell was it? I was reading somewhere that the trailer's supposed to drop this month. I can't, dude. If it doesn't, I don't even think we're ever gonna get a fucking trailer. They're just gonna release the fucking movie. But I don't
Which
know,
is
man.
interesting though, considering how good the first one did. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's divisive. Like I fucking love the first one, but a lot of
I-
people fucking hated it, dude.
I
I
thought it
don't
was
understand. I don't understand why people would hate it. I think it's because of Cole. They don't like the character.
Yeah, that's fine, right, dude? Like they have learned from their
But you-
mistakes, and they're side seating him for this one. So like he'll
I
be
think
there, but
I think we'll get a trailer soon enough. Just hopefully soon.
Brody, what are your thoughts, dude? I don't know if you typed anything earlier in the chat or not, but
I don't think so.
I mean, if this is the design, I'm not necessarily opposed to it. I think it would look cooler actually seeing it like moving around in a trailer or something like that, you know. So, I mean, dude, everything's gonna be better than what we got in Annihilation for that Baraka. That was yeah. See, if you know, you know.
We didn't even get like one true Baraka. There was just a bunch of Tarkatan warriors.
Yeah, they look like ass.
Yeah, they did.
Super ass. All right. Other than that, that's all I have. So
Yes, sir.
if we're
That's all I
good,
got. Yeah.
all right, Bob, start us off, brother.
This is your killing machine, your long Don Silver, Bobby Amon saying we will see you next week for Let the Right One In. Have a good evening.
No,
Or
let me in.
Let me in. Oh, well, let me in. We'll see you next week for that. Screw something up at the end here.
This is
Attaboy.
your host with the ghost, the prince of the paranormal, the ghost daddy himself, Lord Scuba Copper, saying I'll see you next week for this vampire movie, baby.
Very nice. This is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, your Chad Daddy, way down yonder in the Chattahoochee, saying, join us next week when we let me in.
And
That
I'm
whole
your not so mean Fluff Master Spree and Big Johnny D saying thank you once again, Gorehounds, for joining us for another fantastic episode of Gore and More Podcast. You know where to find us: Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and audio-wise, you can find us on Apple, Spotify, Podbean, all that good shit. So like, follow, share. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening. And stay fresh, cheese bags.
Penelope titties.
Bill Paxton's dick.